the rules, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause
what's going on? What's going on, man? We live from the boxing section. What's going on, everybody, man? Another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? We in here, we doing it. Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about Casamigos, or however you say the nigga name, guys. Listen, it's gonna be something, because I want to see how they gonna play this, because they was on Rolly Head, so I want to see how they gonna play this out. I want to see if they're gonna have that same energy, which I know they not. You know what I'm saying? But the way they was on Rolly Head, I want to see if they're gonna have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Listen, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna start putting music down for y'all niggas, because we're trying to we modified now, make, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got the monetization. We monetize. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Salute to my dog, Dana Jones, man. Salute to you, player. Mark West, what's going on, man? DB, man. What's going on with you? Rob G, what's happening? Yeah, man. So I'm gonna pull up the article from the boxing scene. Shout out to L-Dub, man. L-Dub told me about this 2 days ago. He didn't go into detail about everything, but he kind of told me, like, hey, this guy might get a title shot because this guy kind of fucked up. So that's how it's going. Reggie O, man, my motherfucking dog, man. What's going on, Reggie O? What's going on, Reg? Let me put this link in the chat just because y'all want to hop on, you know. All right. Yeah. So listen, so as we get it started, hold on, cuz you tripping, dog. As we get it started, you know what's going on out here in these streets, man. You know, we got the icon, the 6 icon, as the ladies call him. They call him Big Nasty, Big Sexy. Some of them call him Big Daddy. The juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking dog of the show. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, it ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? The MMA legend, the MMA king, as it pertains to talking about this MMA shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ever been a dummy about MMA, he gonna teach you something. You know what I'm saying? And my boy straight out of Alabama. No fucking games. The first black country. I mean, the first black state in this country. My boy comes out of it, so you know he's tough as nails. Straight gangster. My motherfucking dog. Y'all know what it is, man. The bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga run up on me, he got to be crazy. Cause you know what I'm saying, my boy gonna go 100%. You know what I'm saying? This nigga 6'4", 370, mostly muscle. You know what I'm saying? And you know, mostly head. You know what I'm talking about? My motherfucking dog, though. You already know what it is, man. DJ, what's happening, big dog?
Hey, man. What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? I wish I was 6'4".
Oh man, shout out to Brandon Washington, man, with the first super chat in the motherfucking house, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Kev, what's going on, man? Kev, I ain't forgot about you, Kev. Kev, I have not forgot about you. As soon as I get a fucking day where I can really go up there, you got it. Cause you know what I'm saying? You got it. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Hold on. This is how we do it, huh? That's how we do it now, huh? Shout out to the brother, the great brother. In the words of the great philosopher, Blue Blood Sports TV, the great brother, Brandon Washington, man. Appreciate you, big dog. We'll keep that up. We'll keep that up there for a little minute. You dig what I'm saying? You know, since we monetize, you know what I'm saying?
Go poke your chest
money
out right
now.
quick. Slight flex.
Huh?
Slight flex.
Yeah.
Shout out to
We
Brandon
get that
Washington, man.
YouTube money now.
I look forward to meeting that brother.
Centos, you done cried, complained about the super chats. We super chatted now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, you know, feel free. Shout out to my dog Kev, man. We monetize, nigga. YouTube, baby, get that YouTube money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, fuck that A-Rap money. We getting YouTube money. You know?
Shout out to Brandon, shout out to Kevin, man. I look forward to meeting Brandon when I come out to Texas, man.
Man, shout out to the homies, man. Showing love to the Bazoxin section, man, out here in these streets, man. Appreciate y'all, man. It's crazy. Hey, so the boy Casimero.
Man, what he do? You know, it flashed across my screen, man. I was like, well, they finna strip him. Man, he ain't got the juice like that.
He ain't got the juice like that, bro.
They finna get him out of here.
Listen, this nigga L-Dub knew 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago that this shit was finna happen like that.
Right.
Hey,
yeah, DJ. I thought he sent me something, but I didn't click on it. I thought he was about to tell me that they done pushed his fight back again, because you remember they had already pushed his fight back twice. So
shit.
First of all, stand on business. Stand on business.
Oh man, it's Christmas out this bitch, man. It's Christmas out this bitch, man. Shout out to the homies, man. You know, we monetize, god damn it. YouTube, cut the fucking check, YouTube. Man, shout out to y'all, man. I'm about to listen. I'm going live 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day now. Fuck it. Hey, oh man, Rob G, man. Oh man. Appreciate it, man.
Rob G, man.
Appreciate it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate y'all, man. 100% appreciate y'all, dog. I'm serious.
But Kyle, you know, the difference between him and Rolly is, I think, as crazy it is to say, I think Rolly got a bigger name than him, mainly because, you know, he fights over here in the U.S. and he's not Filipino, but they definitely about to get Casimero.
Oh boy, Keon in the building, man. Salute to my dog, man. Yeah, you're right. Oh shit, DJ. Before I forget, I got my claim number, nigga.
Got your claim number
for the car.
So
we're moving forward.
Go and drive to Texas then.
Huh?
I said go and drive to Texas then. Go and make that 14, 16 hour drive.
Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like I'm really debating, dog. Cause you know me, man. You know how much I love Earl Spence, dog. Listen. If this exemption go the way I need it to go, I'm there.
I got you.
I'm there.
I got you.
Oh, let me hold on, man.
I'll be there, man. I already got my travel agent on and everything.
Let me just run the super chats back up real quick, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. You know. Hey, Keon, most likely I'm going. Let me put this link in the chat real quick. I don't know if I put the link in the chat yet. Let me put this link in the chat. Keon, man, if you ain't doing shit, man, hop on, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Cause hey, listen, Keon owe me a big dinner anyway. So I ain't even gonna need to buy no food out there, DJ.
Already.
I'm gonna have enough leftovers, nigga, to last me a lifetime.
Yeah, man. Me and my little cousin coming with me, so it's gonna be a little experience, man.
We're gonna have a good time, bro. I gotta get out there, bro. I gotta get out there. I'm just trying to put some money in my savings. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just don't feel comfortable at this, like not like I don't, at this stage, at this particular stage right here. I just don't feel comfortable doing it, not having at least what I want to have in there.
I got you. I got you.
It's all good, kid.
That's what I think.
We're gonna be a while. I might go live in the morning. Shit, fuck it.
Oh yeah. No, it was something else. Was it Keith Thurman? Was it Keith Thurman? It was something else. I think it was.
Oh, you know what you owe me for.
Oh,
You know what you owe me
no.
for,
See,
nigga.
I ain't gonna have to buy no food either, Kyle. If you show up, I ain't gonna have to
Huh?
buy no food either. I ain't gonna have to buy no food either if you
He owe me
show up.
for them Niners.
Oh yeah. That's right. Okay, Mark West said he pulling up to the fight.
Shout out
Okay,
to Mark
cool.
West.
We're gonna have a nice little fellowship out there. Reggie need to hop on the plane too.
Hey, DJ. You know we monetize, so we can't really just pop up with the questions no more, man. You know
We
we
can't.
got to get uppity now.
We can't.
I think it was the Niners, dog. It wasn't. Now hold on, Keon. I know you ain't forget. I know you did not forget. Yeah, it was a Niner game. It was a Niners, and we. I don't know if we did it on your show, bet it on your show, or Fred's show. But matter of fact, was it on Fred's show? It was on Fred's show.
Well, yeah, I think it was.
We bet it. We bet it dinner. We bet it. We bet it. We bet it dinner. So I can go anywhere in Dallas, and you got to pay the bill. Because remember, you wanted to go. You said you should have picked the most expensive steakhouse, and I
I'm
told
about
you
to say,
it wasn't
Keon,
a
you done
great
messed up.
philosophy, DJ. It ain't gonna go how
Kyle
you
finna
think it's
go.
gonna go.
Kyle finna go to Roof Chris on you now.
Nah, fuck from Chris. I need some extra shit. Hey, hold on. I gotta do a special shout out here. You know, I gotta do a special shout out to this next guy right here, man. He is going to make us go left, right, up, down, back around twice. Shout out to my motherfucking dog, man. The drunk one. Picasso.
Hey, I sound like an old man
Stein
talking.
Brown, what's going on, big homie? Salute to you.
What's happening? What's happening to the panel? Appreciate that, Kyle, for bringing me in
He
with
said
that
what Niner game?
extraordinary
He said what Niner
introduction.
game, DJ?
Was it Green Bay? Was it Green Bay when they beat Green Bay?
No,
Had to be. Oh yeah, when they
Hold
beat
on. Don't say
when
nothing
they
yet.
beat Dallas.
Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. Keon, I know you didn't forget. Huh?
See, Reggie, I was debating real hard. I I was debating real hard on whether or not I was coming to Dallas or Vegas because I really want to go to that Shakur fight because there's been a lot of Mexican fans talking real spicy about that fight, talking about Shakur he finally about to get knocked out or he finally about to get lumped up. So, you know, I was debating real hard whether or not to go out there to that Shakur fight because I want Shakur to be real well represented in that crowd because I know a lot of Mexican fans are going to show up for Oscar Valdez, man. So I was debating, man. It was a hard debate, but ultimately, I've never been to Dallas. I've been to Vegas before. I've never been to Dallas, so Dallas was the final decision.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Shit. I'm gonna try to go to both, man, because you know Troy Isley, man. I don't like to miss his fights, man, because he don't miss no shows here. So shit.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I ain't doing both, but yeah, I talked to my travel agent today, man. She already setting up my flight and my hotel and stuff. So
Hey, listen, I don't know. It had to be the Dallas Cowboy game, though, bro. It had to be. Tell the bell what's going on, big homie. Or it was the. I know we bet on Fred's show, though. I know we bet on Fred's show, for sure.
what's going on, Taylor Bell? Not a whole lot, man. Just living life out here, man.
It was Green Bay.
I think it was. Yeah, I was about to say. I thought it was Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I thought it was Green Bay. Okay, Taylor Bell, I see you. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Everybody pull up. Nah, it wouldn't have been Dallas. I bet against. Oh yeah. Yeah, it
It
had
had
to
to be
been
Green
Green
Bay. It
Bay.
was Green Bay. It was Green Bay because it's had to whoop y'all ass. So yeah.
I appreciate Marcus Brown getting knocked out because it earned me a trip to not Buffalo Wild Wings, but Wingstop. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
I
appreciate that.
still listen. That motherfucker ruined my fucking hot streak, man. I was whooping DJ's ass, and then this motherfucker come
Oh man, we
quitting
only
this
had
shit,
2 bets. Man, stop it.
huh?
We only had 2 bets. Stop it, man.
What you mean 2 bets?
We bet on the Niners. We bet
Eagles?
on Niners and Philly. We bet on Niners and Philly, and we bet on Ramirez and Josh Taylor.
I think we bet on something else too. I can't think.
It was
I
only
don't know.
2.
It's OG Shelton. That's the when that motherfucker thought Mario Bar was gonna be tanked.
Yeah, he paid up. He paid up. The spot that we went to, the wings were terrible, but he paid up.
Oh man, worst wings ever, dog. Listen,
He's just Son Brown. I'm already knowing, man. I'm
man,
already
for
knowing.
real.
I'm
Hey
already
man,
knowing.
I ain't gonna lie,
Like I
bro.
said, since that fight was announced, this is a terrible matchup for Oscar Valdez, and I'll be surprised if he wins more than 3 rounds. I'll be
Hey DJ,
shocked.
hey, I'm about to make me a banana, cookie and banana sandwich, man. Hold it down with this nigga here, man. I'll be right back.
Hey, DJ.
Oh, what?
Now,
What's
nigga,
up,
you rich.
Picasso?
Nigga, hold on. Look, you see him though, DJ? That he, hey, listen, he told me he gonna take me to the most expensive steakhouse in Dallas. Now he talking about some, don't get out here at Hollywood. I'm like, I'm rich.
Hey,
Oh,
tell him
it's
take you to
too late.
Grandy's. He'll take you to Grandy's.
Nah, hell no, Rich. That nigga eye wasn't that hurt that bad. That nigga eye started bleeding a little bit. That
Picasso?
nigga said, all right, bro,
Oh, I gotta go back in
I'm
the
out of
house because
here,
my
man.
Wi-Fi keep cutting in now.
Cause I'm thinking he finna touch Beterbiev.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even touch him. He let Beterbiev just walk him down. I said, dog. Cause like if you look the first couple rounds, he was winning. And then I don't know, they clash heads. And Beterbiev took that shit up and he took that shit down.
Nah, he broke him. Better be broke him like he break everybody else, man. That's why you think I call him a Terminator. No matter what you hit him with that, and no matter what you hit that big block ass head with, he walking forward. That's
Hey,
why I call him the
Pascal.
Terminator.
Hey,
That should
Keon,
be his
listen.
nickname.
Hey, Key, we going to the turkey hut, turkey leg hut. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna blow that bag. Matter of fact,
That's in Houston.
we might
That's
have to
in
go to
Houston.
the strip club and get some wings.
Nah, I
Gonna
ain't
have a
going to the
good time,
boulevard.
man. I listen. If y'all know Kyle Davis, y'all know I get the most iconic pictures. Period. When we go out of town, I get the most iconic pictures known to man. Keep it solid, Donato. DJ.
What'd you say?
I said, I get the biggest, I get the biggest pictures, the best pictures ever. When we go to these fights, I think I got the most iconic pictures.
I just want to run into what's the name while I'm out there, bro. If I can get that pick, bro, I'm undefeated out here.
Who?
What's her name? Brianna.
Oh, Betty.
Yeah, if I can get that picture, man, I'm undefeated out here.
I mean, we gonna do it. Nah, see, I don't want to run no campaign and get you a divorce.
Nah, she ain't going nowhere.
What'd you say?
Said nah, she ain't going nowhere.
Man, yeah, it's
I mean,
exciting though.
as long as I don't pipe her down, we good. Which you know, it's a long line for that, and I don't feel like hopping that line. So, you know.
Hey, never forget the Negro Olympics. Remember that?
Man,
That's it.
like I said,
Hey,
man,
look, look, look. It
as
had like a
long as I
choir
don't
director.
pipe her down, bro,
That's
we
it.
good.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
ain't nothing wrong with
Man,
just a
hey,
picture,
listen, but I
man. It's
do
just a
wanna
picture.
thank y'all niggas though, for real, for real. I want to thank y'all, man, for helping me get to this point, man, for real. This show wouldn't be shit without y'all, man. I'm excited to be monetized. I'm excited to get this YouTube money, man. It's exciting. It's exciting. Happy guy, man. Happy guy. What's
Hey,
up, DJ?
Reggie, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
My man
he got an international ass
he
whooping,
started
boy.
taking a beating. He started taking a beating for sure.
Do you think anybody can beat that motherfucker, man?
Who, Baturbiel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be beat. He's still a man. We saw that.
You
He
know who I?
bleed.
You know who I? Hey, shit. Deontay Wilder need to come down.
If only Wilder could make 175, right?
I think he could though.
Shit, not as 6'7".
Yeah, I like that Bridger weight for him though. I know. He'll probably kill the motherfucker though.
Man, I like retirement for him, man. I think he's gonna retire, which, I wouldn't blame him at all if he did.
You can super chat right now, Taylor Bell. Stop playing, man. We monetized, baby. Go ahead and super chat. That nigga Red's crazy. That nigga he took an international ass whooping.
What I was saying about the Valdez guy, he's allowed to juice up to a certain limit, right?
I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead, Picasso.
The Valdez guy, he's allowed to juice up to a certain limit, and with the is it a, you know what? It's not the WBC belt on the line, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. So
Yeah,
he's
the
able.
WBC, WBO. He's the WBC champ.
Uh-huh.
He's the WBC champ, and Shakur is the WBO champ. So it's a unification. Both belts are on the line.
So will he still be able to juice up though?
I mean, they let him juice up in that last fight that he lost. So, in my opinion, that he lost,
Right.
and
Uh,
most people's opinion that he lost, and it still didn't help him. So,
yeah. And they see the Suleiman, they raised the levels for Canelo, but they raised the levels for anybody, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So
nah,
you can get
man,
up to a certain limit, but
yeah,
they're going to be on it through training, and then they're going to start tailoring off of it, right?
yeah,
And then they get it all the way down to a certain point. But that little amount that they have is to cover them if a drug test is involved at the end. I mean, when they start the camp. No, not when they start the camp, but when they start the testing.
yeah. It ain't gonna help him, man. I wouldn't say this publicly, but if I'm Shakur's team, I'm like, yeah, let him take all the fucking steroids. It ain't gonna help him.
It's gonna kill him. What the guy Victor
It ain't
say?
gonna stop his ass whooping.
Yeah, Victor say. Victor Contents or whatever his last name is. He
Yeah, Victor
said that.
Conte and Snacks. Yeah,
Yeah, he said if they, how on training day when Denzel told uh, whatever Hawk, what's his name, Ethan Hawk or whatever,
Jake
to
or Hoyt.
uh, told him to tell him to take smoke that stuff in that fall, and they call it garbage because they had a mixture of all this stuff. But what Victor said that when they do that. Uh, they taking a chance of killing themselves at that point.
Yep.
So this guy right here, we might see him just fall out in the ring after getting dogged out because he probably gonna take more punches than his body can handle, or his head can handle, and then he just gonna go numb in the corner somewhere and get carried out. that's what we might see.
Maybe. I just expect a thorough ass whooping, man. He gonna be lumped up. That eye gonna be
Mhm,
fucked up from eating jabs all night. So,
mhm.
I just expect a thorough ass whooping. He ain't necessarily got to knock him out. I just expect it to be a clean ass whooping.
You know when Franchon Cruz was whooping up on that the lady that was in transformation.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw, I didn't see the whole fight, but the part that I did see, I said, man, she would have whooped this chick if the chick wasn't on whatever zombie drug she was on, because this chick was coming at her just taking shot after shot after shot. I said, ooh wait, if if she had like a little more sting on them punches, just a little bit more sting on them punches, that lady probably would have died at the end of that match.
Yeah.
Because she's taking on so many punches, and and mind you, I was talking to somebody about a couple of weeks ago about the what happens to the brain after it gets hit with so much force, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me that uh, I already know it's like the brain is made out of fat, and they got electricity floating through there and all that stuff like that. But this guy, he was like, man, they got a lot of little channels in your brain, then the electricity flows through there. And he said, like when you get hit in one spot, it'll kind of like turn the mush a little bit, and it'll block off that route that say your memory was going from the back of your head to the front of your head or whatever to into your body to tell your body what to do, right? So he was saying when you get hit in that part right there swell up or get mush or whatever, it closes that route that your memory took, or your eyesight or whatever. So when you hear people saying uh, stuff and they're slurring with it, it's because um, that route that uh, impulses was going. Now I got to find another route. So when you see people getting their voice back and all that stuff, it's because that it took another route and it made it all the way through. Some people don't get it back, but when you see them getting their voice back and all this stuff like that, you know how when you can make your brain cells, you can build brain cells. You know what I mean? uh, by doing certain things. So we were just talking about that, and I was like, man, I know so much about the brain, not enough to where somebody, you know, we all need to know, but nobody knows how. Everybody doesn't know how to build work on a car, and we drive cars all day, every day. So the same thing with our body. A lot of people don't understand the mechanics of the body or even the medical part of the body, the, how it functions and what makes it function. But we still doing all this stuff daily, living our lives and everything. Man,
Absolutely. But I'm excited to see who else is gonna be on that card, man. I really hope they push Boots fight back a week and he ends up on Errol Spence's card, man. I think him and Custio Clayton, that would be a great fight. Um, that would be a great fight to put on that card. What's going on,
Errol,
Mir? And that
Errol
would
is
be a great
headlining
fight to
that.
put on Errol Spence's card, man. That 12 rounder that
Yeah.
him and Custio Clayton will be fighting. I think that'll be great exposure for Boots if you really want to build him on Showtime. So
Mhm. Errol got to okay that, right? If he's the one that's headlining it, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, but
You
that would
know,
be. I
whoever's
don't know why he wouldn't.
right, whoever's at the top of that card, they get to choose who's going to be on the card. You know what I mean? I guess it's the whoa. I guess it's the promotion that got something to do. I don't even know how all that stuff works. I'm more, you know what? I'm looking at it from a fighter perspective because that's all I did. I stayed in the gym and all that good stuff. I never really just got out there and started worried about um, um, how to maneuver through the managing part of it. I was always more of a just pay me my money. Give me about $300,000. You got a fight on your hand
Reason
like
the reason why
a
I
crazy
say
horse.
I don't think the reason why I started the reason why I say that I don't think he has to okay it is because it's been a lot of cards out here where I don't think the headliners of the card necessarily, you know what I mean, put necessarily put those fights on their card. Now I think that certain fighters that he can get on, but I don't think he can really take anybody off. Like I think he's gonna put Frank Martin on his card for sure. Like some of his fighters, he's probably going to campaign to put on his card, but I really don't think he gets final say so.
Mhm.
But I really hope they put Boots on his card, though. I mean, as of right now, last time I spoke to the boxing aficionado L Dub himself, I think his fight was going to be the week before, but it would be nothing for them to push that back a week.
You know what I'm thinking right now? Why you saying that?
What's
Is
that?
anybody on Earl's team gonna be on the card also?
Yeah, I think Frank Martin's on the card, right, Kyle?
Hmm.
Ain't Frank Martin on Errol's card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the win
Yeah, that's
over
what I'm
here.
looking forward to, man. I don't necessarily when I buy fights, just look going back to MMA perspective. When I buy fights, it's not only for the headliner. If I like the headline, of course I'll buy it. But is it gonna be worth the money if I got a bunch of trash behind that? If I got a bunch of prospects behind that, then I don't think it's gonna be really worth the money. But if they got a lot of good fights stacked behind it, like I buy all of Izzy's cards anyway because I want to support Izzy.
Mhm.
But the fact that they had Derek Lewis and hold on, Reggie. Hey,
Reggie
the
ain't got no
fact that
fucking
they
sense,
had
man.
Derek Lewis, the fact that they had Derek
Hey,
Lewis in the co-main event, that helped a lot with me spending that $75.
Reggie ain't got no
So
fucking sense, y'all.
no sense. You got her with a fade. Nah, that's before she could afford to get her hair done the way she get it done now. I just had to find a picture with her and her 2 gold medals because Savannah Marshall didn't ask her. I mean, Savannah Marshall didn't answer her question where her 2 gold medals were, where your gold medals at. So that was the first picture I saw with her with both of her gold medals. So yeah, I mean,
Hey, I gotta tell Reggie something. Re- when Reggie was on his show and he would commentate the fights,
yeah,
and
Reggie's hilarious commentating fights. He's hilarious. Oh, he
he
just
be
knocked the shit out of him. Wait a minute.
he be squinting. You can you can see him
Man,
squinting.
listen, that nigga Reggie Owens. If I wasn't arguing with these other commentators, I'd be watching Reggie Owens. What?
Reggie be up in there like he in a sweat shop or something. Cause he got on that T-shirt. And
Oh!
I don't know what it is, but it ain't no water on the road. But it's getting colder out here. It's getting cold out here, and to a point to where you can feel
Bro,
like you kind of slide across the road a little bit.
it's called the Witch's Titty, dog.
Oh man, it's
Uh,
actually hot here.
it was like 60 something. It's down to
Man,
41 now, and getting
Nah,
colder.
man, it's 74 degrees here right now.
it's
Was it
74 degrees where you
California?
at?
Huh?
California?
You said
No, I'm in
74
Alabama,
degrees where you
man.
at?
What you say?
Where you at, DJ?
Alabama, man.
Oh,
What's the degrees?
It's like 74 outside right now. It's actually pretty
Damn,
hot.
nigga, it's cold as a motherfucker out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's only because it's storming. It's almost tornado season. So, once you start getting around March, April here, that's when it's tornado season, man. Everybody start preparing for that. So it's starting to heat up. It starts to heat up right before spring, but it's still a little cold. So you start getting all them tornadoes. And then I live in a valley, so the tornado just kind of gets in here and it gets stuck here. Unless it can find its way to some water, it's just gonna stay in one area. It's not like the
damn.
Midwest, not like Kansas and Nebraska and Iowa and Illinois, where it's just flat land and it can just pick up
Mm.
speed over the land because it's just gonna tear it through all those farm fields or whatever. I live at the base of a mountain range, so it's just gonna stay in one spot and tear up one spot. Unfortunately,
Check this out. You see, it's this thing on YouTube. It shows the people on the beach, and they got it's a tornado. You can see it, right? And it's not a gigantic tornado, but it's a tornado, and you can see it. And this joker is floating around. It goes out in the water. It comes back on one side of the beach. Everybody's running to one side, trying to get to the building. Then it cuts. The tornado cuts behind the building, comes back around to the beach, and then now it's hailing on people, and they getting stuck out there, getting umbrellas getting tore up, and when they finally get in the building, they standing there watching the tornado flow back out to the water and back out to the building. Now ain't hitting the building, and man, I was like, damn, this tornado got a brain on it.
mm. But yeah, Reggie said that's Clarence Shields. Oh, Reggie, stop. Oh, speaking of Clarissa Shields, I saw where they pushed Savannah Marshall's fight back again. Hey, man, if the girl ain't gonna be ready to fight, she just ain't gonna be ready to fight, man. We can't keep pushing this fight back. If I'm Eddie Hearn or whoever her promoter or that butt munch, whoever that guy was that was at her fight, at some point you just got to look at your fighter and say, are you ready to fight or not? Because this is the second,
Hey,
I think it's the second or
Juwan
third
Howard
time they
got
put that
suspended for
fight back.
5 games, cuz.
Yeah, he should have got
Oh,
suspended, man.
Hey, no, but he only got suspended for 5 games though. He slapped the shit out Bull.
Right, man. I'm surprised that's all he got.
White boy
Man, he
should have
should have got
got out the
suspended,
way,
man. You
nigga.
just can't go around slapping people, bro. And then how you gonna do that? And then recruit kids and tell them, keep your composure. But yeah, you out here slapping people. People gotta remember, like
yeah.
this ain't the first time Juwan Howard done got in a little dust up with a coach. Yeah, I mean, he got to he got to keep his composure, man. You supposed to be leading these kids and telling them that, but you out here slapping people.
He grabbed
Hey
somebody's
man,
face.
sometimes niggas gotta get slapped, cuz.
No, man, he had no business slapping that coach. Cuss him out, call him whatever you want to call him. You ain't got no business putting no hands on folks, dog. Now, if that coach would have bashed him upside the head with a chair, he'd have been well within his rights. In the words of the great Charlie Murphy, you don't slap a man. And even when slapping was fashionable, it had to be a knife fight after that. Somebody had to go. Yeah.
Hey, I was in this mixed martial arts gym, right? And they had a baseball player in there
Yeah, Cameron. It was it
training.
was it was more of a mush. It wasn't really a full out slap. But still, man, like, man, why you hitting it? Because you mad, bro. You just took an ass whooping. It's okay. And talking to some of my friends, man, a couple of them are basketball coaches, a couple of them on the high school level. It was like, man, he pressing down. He was like, what was he down? 15, 14, 15 with like 20 seconds left. And you still doing a full court press? So, yeah, I'm going to call timeout. You still acting like you trying to win. So you can't be mad, man. What it ultimately boils down to is he was mad about that ass whooping he took, and he couldn't take it.
Mm.
But they both had their fingers in each other's face, both saying whatever they wanted to say. But basically, it came down to Juwan Howard not liking that the Wisconsin coach, whatever his name is, he took a timeout with with seconds left on the clock when it was up big, and he didn't like that. So I mean, you can't be mad that this dude just bashed you over the head in this game. But he got to relax, man. You just can't be out here slapping people and grabbing people and shit, man. Like you gonna grab the right one.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna grab the right one. What if that's Penny Hardaway? Penny Hardaway gonna show you what's up, man.
What's her name? From Indiana.
Like, yeah, Juwan Howard got to chill, bro. Like, I wasn't the first one to hop out the window and just, oh yeah, he man, no, he put his hand. No, man, fuck that. You had your finger all in that man's face too. So he touched me. Yeah, man, look, dog, you just can't. You can say whatever you want to say, man. You can do whatever you want to do, but you can't tell people how to react to it. Like I said,
See what's going on. See,
if dude would have hit him over the head with a chair, WWE style, old buddy would have been well within his rights, man.
Mm-hmm. You know, there's some people out there that as soon as they get to you, they probably break something on you within seconds. Break your finger. You know what I'm saying? Break your nose.
man, they doing the black coaches wrong, bro.
Man, this ain't got nothing to do with no black coaches or white coaches, man. It really don't. Juwan Howard was wrong as fuck, bro.
Behavior.
Take your ass whooping like a man. That's all that was. He took an ass whooping. He ain't like it. You ain't gotta like who you just took an ass whooping to. And I look at that like, what if I take everything back to football. You think all these coaches like losing by 40 to Nick Saban all the time? You think they like that shit? But what if Lane Kiffin actually, man, Reggie, you think coaches actually like getting beat up like that? No, man, he got to. Sometimes you just got to take your ass with him. If you don't want to shake his hand, don't shake his hand. If you don't want to talk to him, don't talk to him.
So
but you ain't gotta
he got to take his lumps, huh?
Yeah, man, just take your ass whooping and go on about your business, man. Next time, beat them by 30. How about that? And start calling timeout. Start throwing alleys. Tell your team, man, when they get them down big, start throwing alleys and dunking on them. Because guess what? They finna see them again in the Big Ten tournament. More than likely. They gonna have to see them again. You get what I'm saying? Just remember this. Y'all remember this. Nah, he ain't killing, but at the same time, man, Juwan Howard got to relax, dog. Every time he take an ass whooping, he get mad like that. So I get it. You competitive, but quit putting your hands on people, man. And then trying to play victim.
Hey, man, hey, nigga, hey, what's up with you today, man?
Who, me?
Damn, Fred.
No.
That's what Red about to call you.
Turn those slaps into
Hey, as soon as you agree with some black shit.
I'm always good for the goose. What's good DJ, for the goose is good for the gander, man. As soon as you agree with
some black shit, boy, Red's gonna come right. He gonna come right to you, call you a coon.
Yeah, man, he ain't had no business putting his hands on that man. So, and I feel the same way if that coach put his hands on Juwan Howard at first. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, shit, slap the dog shit out of him.
Man, just chilling, man. I'm just listening in. What's up, DJ?
Me and Carlton got smoked right now, man. I still ain't got my bean pies, but it's whatever though.
Man, I'm getting ready to go to Chicago, so everything gonna hold for now.
I got you.
What's in Chicago?
Religious celebration. We have Saviors Day every year in Chicago. And then, I got
here. No, you said, dog. What'd you say?
Religious celebration.
Savior's Day, right?
Yeah. I said religious celebration.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm about to switch. I'm about to switch real quick. Hold on.
You got Ramadan coming up too, don't you?
Yeah. I
don't know how you do it. I had DB explain it to me last year. I was like, say what? Y'all got to do what now?
It ain't hard.
Boy.
And be on a diet.
Yeah.
You got to be on a diet.
Nah, it's not like a diet. It's more like a spiritual thing. It's more mental and spiritual than anything, you know. And you
Mm-hmm.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
break a habit, and we do more um a lot more feeding the homeless than normal, helping people with needs than normal. It's more of a spiritual thing. The food is just that's what people put their focus on, but it's more spiritual.
Yeah, yeah. It's about sacrifice and giving up something, right?
Right, right, right.
Yeah, in the service of other people, all that. Yeah, okay.
If you want to stop cussing, hey, if you want to stop cussing, go ahead and fast. Your lips gonna be too crusty to even think about cussing, blood. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I used to be the fast king, man. I think I need. That's
No,
what I'm gonna do, man. That's what I'm gonna do.
I get to the table fast. That's about it. That's about where my fast is stopped. You know what I mean? So
I think I'm a fast, man. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm a fast, man. I need to get this cussing spirit together, man. I've been cussing like a damn sailor.
Hey man, I gotta get that right too. Uh,
Man,
I ain't gonna lie.
I've been cussing like I haven't, because this is a buildup. I ain't cussed in like 10 years until this year. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even cuss at all. I'm overdoing it now.
Kyle, you the only man that I would actually believe that.
Yeah, serious, man. I used to never cuss, bro. Working at
You
that
gotta
job,
wing.
man, people would piss me off, man. They bring the worst out of me, dog. I'm telling you. Like, I ain't never wanted to slap so many people in my life, dog. Like, I literally want to slap the dog shit out of most of the people there, dude.
That East Oakland coming out.
Man, dude.
You gotta wing yourself off.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man, listen. I used to just love people, man. Now I hate niggas. I mean, I hate everybody. I just hate people, dude.
Y'all
Like,
know Kyle from East Oakland.
oh yeah, they know it. They know it.
So it's
I thought
gonna
Kyle was
come
from the
out.
city. I thought Kyle was from the city. My bad.
Oh, you gonna start a fight. You gonna cuss it a little bit.
He trying to see. I'm out here trying to stop cussing. Here he come.
Yeah,
Devil.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna test that. I was about to test that resolve.
Hey,
Damn right.
Hey, look. Last night was funny as hell, but we ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna speak of Candyman.
Yo, I wanted to say something last night, but
Hey.
No, say it. No, no. Say it, man. Say what you got to say.
I just wanted to say this: like, you can't call a man a rapist, and you can't prove that shit.
Wait, what?
That shit wasn't cool.
What happened?
Dude was in the
Oh, you
chat.
talking about in the chat? You talking about in the chat?
Motherfucker was like, "You a rapist." That shit ain't cool, bro. That ain't
Right.
cool, bro. That's
It
like
ain't.
being like to call a man a rapist or a child molester. Shit, that's worse than being called a snitch. Like you don't say no shit like that. But OG handled it right though.
Yeah, I talked to my guy about that, man. I was like, look, like all it is. I don't care if you do hit me. All it is, that man get on that dope, get in this chat, and just start arguing with himself, and then when people ask him what he talking about, he get mad at them. I'm like, no, bro. But anywho, you
Oh,
stay
that
off
I
that
know what
dope,
you're talking
man.
about now.
Oh shit, the Coxman
Yeah, man.
himself.
No, you need to stay off that dope, man.
The
That's all it
Coxman
is.
himself.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, look, I ain't
Hey,
be on long because I know I got this background noise. But hey, Carter, I hear what you said, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, he was clowning real bad last night. I didn't even respond to
Yeah.
that because you don't what's when you know a person don't know what they're talking about, you don't have to respond to them. But I made sure I blocked his butt. Now if he come calling you, Cal, talking about who blocked, I blocked because he went beyond the point of a Call of Duty. And said, nigga, like, let me stop saying that N word like that. But I'm gonna tell you, that young dude there, if he ever see me and I ever see him, I want him to keep that same energy. Because like I told him, gangsters don't dance with Boogie. I ain't getting ready to turn wrestle with him. But he can keep that same energy, and I'm gonna let him see what it is. Because let me tell you something. All that old talk he was doing last night, when he got on the panel, I said, "Oh, I got something in my pocket." Kind of talk. You ain't the only one that can have something in your pocket, young dude. You ain't the only one that can have homies. So you need to chill, man, with all that bull crap. You were family first, but you crossed the line last night, bro. I'm just telling you. I know he listened. All right,
Hey,
I'm gonna jump off because I got this background noise, man.
Now we don't care about no background noise, man. Stay your ass on here.
I can't hardly hear y'all though. I can't hardly hear you
Especially
though.
talking about another man's wife.
Yeah.
That's the last straw for me.
Hey, he didn't have a clue as to what he was talking about. Now I'm gonna tell you something. The people that know me the closest on this panel is DJ and Cal. They know hey, look here, I ain't got to say much. They know what I'm talking about. I move how I want to move when I want to move. When it comes down to the ladies, that's all need to be said. So he's talking about something he don't know what he's talking about, but that wouldn't bother me. Really, the R word wouldn't bother me, but at the same time, when you say about 8, 9, 10 times, it's time for you to go, or it's time for you to put hands on you. Either one.
hey,
Reggie, it ain't that, man. It ain't that. We just, sometimes you just gotta get some straightening, man. I saw my uncle do that one time. He just pointed at the dude. Hey, we got business. Step outside. Wasn't a whole bunch of woofing. I was about 8 or 9 years old, bro. Wasn't a whole bunch of woofing. But he ran into a guy who he had heard said some things about him. He pointed to him. Hey, we got business. Step outside.
That's some southern shit. Damn. We got business.
We got business.
We got business.
That's a bad ass.
Right. Hey. So, but my point, it wasn't a whole bunch of woofing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. He just pointed to him. We got business. Come on outside.
It's my company.
Hey, Sintos, how did you block him though?
Hey man, how does my background sound, fellas?
You cool. Hey, how did you block him though without me blocking?
When I got off the phone with you, he kept on hiding. He was hiding one of the other brothers in the chat for no good reason. And that's why I called you. So I kept on unhiding. And then I told everybody every time he hides somebody to unhide him. Okay? And I said everybody with riches unhide whoever he hides. All right. Then he got to talking all that stuff about me calling you and all that. Then which I didn't care nothing about that. Then he said something about you can't get no sex without no drugs or pills, and you rape your wife. It just went on with some childish immature stuff. After he said rape is about 8 times, I'm thinking about you trying to be monetized, right? I said, that ain't a good word to have in that chat. I said, okay, I got to mess around with things. It gave me the option to block. I said, I can block this fool? I said, oh, it's done. Cal just had to get on me later. It was ceasefire at that point. Yeah, cleaned everything up after that.
I don't even know how to get niggas back on.
We don't really practice blocking people over here. You know what I'm saying? We might hide you, but we don't practice blocking. But when you get out of line like that, man, something got to be done, man. I've seen some guys cry for less than that after they've been hurt.
Mm-hmm. But Kyle, we gonna see him at the fight though, or maybe not.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. I actually hope we don't, because my cousin might actually hurt the nigga. So
I doubt it.
Man.
But that's gonna be
y'all just timed him out though. Y'all just timed him out hell of times or something, or what happened?
Man, I know I blocked him once. Well, I timed him out once, and because once he started with the accusations and stuff, man, that's what I was like, oh wow, you on a different type of time tonight. But anyway, I ain't gonna get this man no more energy of the show. Back to what we were talking about. Casimero,
And I'm not gonna give out too much more of my time. I'm going to bed, man.
Wow. Wow. You know what? Hold on. Let me try something. I'll block you up your own show.
Cow's cold.
No, I'll tell you what. You go ahead. You go ahead, man. You go right ahead, sir.
It's gonna have to take somebody crazy to say something for Cal to come back.
That's
He'll
all
get
right.
his ass up and hear somebody say something crazy.
Give Fred 4 hours. We can barely get 30 minutes. It's all right though. It's all right though. No, take your sleep bag to sleep, man. We don't need you to draw this out. We don't need you to draw it out. Goodbye.
Oh, look at that super chat. Look at that super chat.
Thank you, Miss B.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Is this the boxing section? I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He big time
I ain't
now.
never seen it before. They going together.
Yeah,
That's what happened
man.
after the
He
straightening.
big time now, man.
Yeah, man. Overdue.
Thank you, Miss B. Appreciate the support. I'm sure Kyle appreciate the support.
It's just a
Yeah.
little bit of
Miss
straightening
And
B,
tell
I
a friend to
appreciate
tell
you.
a friend.
I appreciate you, Miss B. Salute to you, man. I really appreciate you.
No, you sleep. No, you sleep.
Hey, nigga.
No, nigga, you sleep. You sleep.
Cal, the only person that ever been put off his own show.
Ain't that something?
Hey,
Yeah,
hold on real
man.
quick.
But
Hold on real quick though.
No more these days. You know, they let you in their house and they say, "Hey, I'm gonna go to bed."
Hey, Centos, how the business going?
Business, man, it's going the same, but I gotta find me another truck, man. I gotta sell my other truck, but I'm gonna buy one before I sell the other ones because it probably take me longer to sell them. And in order for me, to get the kind of revenues that I plan to get for this year, I need another truck for sure. I can't buy
How
a
much?
new truck this year. Well, I was gonna spend about $100,000 or so on a new truck, but that's not gonna work because you can't buy a new truck right now. You can in a month or two you can order a new one for next year.
Mm-hmm.
They released the new
oh
trucks in
wow.
January and they were already sold.
You can get
Damn.
I just found this out last week.
you can
So
get a
all
new.
the used trucks, all the nicer used trucks are well. Let's put it like this: if you're looking at a 200,000-mile truck or more, 200,000 miles or lower, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
be in the somewhere around the high 70s up to
82,
80-something thousand dollars.
82
And
to
I've
100.
seen some pre-owned 22 models with decent low mileage on them for like just shy of $100,000. So
Mm-hmm.
I got to make my decision if I want to get something with some miles on it again and not spend as much money, or go ahead and get something closest to new as possible and spend money like a new one. But I also had in my mind that I was going to order a new truck for next year. And I don't like debt, but I got to look at it the right way. When you're looking at your business, sometimes some debt is okay, and you gotta create a little debt to make a little money sometimes. So I'm having a confliction with my mental on that aspect, but at the same time I'm cultivating and changing my mentality about that, and I'm saying make myself understand I got to go in debt to make some money, and the trucks will pay for themselves. That's the thing about it. I usually don't have to worry about on the personal end. But as you know, I look at all expenses like it's personal sometimes, and I got to stop doing that, man. Just like I tell my best friend, we got to stop acting like we're still in the hood. You know what I'm saying? With that hood mentality, and think us entrepreneurs. And same thing I preach and tell other folks. I got to live and abide by that myself. So that's what I'm wrestling with right now mentally. But I'm gonna pull the trigger on something in just a few weeks. I just want to find the right one, talk to the right folks, and
Talking
that's
to him.
what's happening. What you say?
I say you
So
talking to him. I'm trying to tell you. I talked to a shop guy earlier. Well, it was yesterday. So um, he was telling me that the like my company, they selling the trucks also, but they selling these I guess 2018, 19, 2000, and probably 21 for about uh, ranging from 82,000 to 100,000. And they all got like over 200,000 miles on them. This one I'm driving almost 300,000, right? And I said, "Oh, that's what you was talking about. We had this conversation before." And because you say you needing another truck, but when you said it, like I heard, now I hear like a little more information out of, but that's what's going on. I say over here, right in Dallas area. Those those people I was talking to were mechanics, and they all off into what the company is selling and buying because they got to know what's coming through there for us to drive. But they selling those used trucks that, and like you were saying, that's like taking a hit. But I'd rather buy the new one and take a hit because then you can have it longer. The only thing is that just don't get a bunch of trucks with electric, with a lot of electrical components in it because we these things right here, man, be breaking down left and right.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. The
Joshua,
mechanical,
you in Dallas?
Yeah.
eh, and that mechanical issue, the mechanical expenses, that's one of the main reasons why I want to go with new or almost as new as possible. Because if you can get something with pretty low miles on it, it's still more than likely going to have some warranty left on it for a little while to get you through the first 150 or so thousand miles. So that's what I'm looking at. But I'm looking at box trucks, man. I'm not looking at semis right now. And so the best warranty that I know of on a box truck in the industry is on the Hino, which is a Toyota manufactured truck. They're pretty good trucks. They have 250,000 miles worth of warranty on them. I forget what the time limit is, but that's one of the best in the industries that I know of as far as box trucks. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to minimize my mechanical repair,
Hmm.
not my required maintenance, but mechanical repair charges.
Hey, my
And that's
brother
why
is
I
one of
figured,
the
shoot,
best. My brother is one of the best in the business. I asked him for about everything from the cars all the way to diesel, and
yeah,
he actually worked at two different companies, um, and he worked at a parts place. So he got three jobs. He always, ever since we were young, he always worked at multiple jobs. Like he was, that stereo type of a Jamaican coming to the U.S. Working 14 jobs and shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's my brother.
yeah. Sure, you gotta have multiple. Hey, you know what? I'm actually checking into a couple of the little side opportunities myself at this very moment, man. Trying to bring in, I have a little bit, a few more revenue streams coming in.
Or you
Um,
can just do what DJ do. DJ got money. He getting all the money.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get like.
Don't say that. Don't say that, man. I ain't got no money, man.
DJ got it. He got, you know,
I ain't
you
got
know
no
what?
money, man. I told you I live in a
DJ, let
house
me
full of
hold
women.
a
I ain't
hundred
got no
right
money.
now and
What?
send it to my cash app.
What am I gonna send to your cash app? Hopes and dreams. That's what I got for you.
Hey, I hate to be the one with all the money and everybody just got through eating and they looking at you
Oh man.
like don't
Hey
put that
DJ,
badge on me.
So
I ain't
Cento, you never thought about getting a flatbed?
mm,
No, it's come through my mind a couple times. But see, one thing I don't like about flatbeds, man, like right now it's raining like cats and dogs up here where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Mm-hmm.
get out there and mess them tops and them straps, every so many miles, man. I ain't with all that, bro.
what about them big Jeeps, Tinto? With the, like again with the flatbed.
The who?
Them big Jeeps with the flatbed.
The big Jeeps.
Yeah.
They say big Jeeps.
Yeah.
It's some
I
Jeeps,
don't know about that, bro. I,
man. It's some
I,
Jeeps,
I,
man.
I mean, you got them. You got some brothers running them dualies. You know what I'm saying? With a 40-foot flatbed. And then you got rigs. Semis. With flatbeds. But them are the ones I know about. I don't know about Jeeps.
Man, there's some nice Jeeps out, man. I've been seeing them out here.
You say the Jeep is pulling a flatbed?
It got a flat back. That's what I meant to say. It's not like a normal Jeep.
Yeah.
I you know what? I've never. I don't think I've ever seen one.
All
I
right, well, the
mean,
hell with y'all. I'ma just send a picture of something.
I'm trying to learn something. Because I ain't seen those. But yeah, hey, man, there's so many different avenues and different ways and different lanes to fall in to make money out here, man. But it's just that you gotta pay attention to your opportunity. Sometimes, and take hold of it and make it happen, man. And I still haven't crest the pinnacle of my opportunities. I got a long way to go, man. A long way, and to me, in my mind, a short time to get there. You know what I'm saying? So as I progress, I'm gonna share whatever I've learned with others, man, because I believe in uh I just believe in sharing the knowledge, because you can't get all the money, man. You cannot get all the money. It's impossible. I'm in so many truck organizations out here, man, and they still can't get all the business. So I have no problem. I don't see competition. I see people that might need some assistance and coming up. I got a few guys that I mentor in the business, and shoot, they doing probably better than myself, man. Matter of fact, one of them was at a CPA yesterday, counting all his dollars up, telling me how much he got to pay back to the IRS, But he's had a successful first year, you know. I wish I had
Mhm.
somebody, when I first started, to tell me, bring me along the way, So when somebody that I try to give some information to, share what I've learned, and they do well, it make me feel good, man. If they don't do well, then I feel like a failure, and I feel like I failed them as well. So I just want to see all of us, have an opportunity to progress in life, man, and see some good times. We as a people, we just gotta learn how to help each other more, man. But it's all good, to the wood.
Fact, fact.
Just provide a good service, and the people need to, like they say, you build it, they will come.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
hmm
I know one thing, they loaded me up with some weight tonight. I don't like that. It made me want to when you change my load, I be want to change your money that you owe me.
Mm.
hmm
Talk to him.
But they
Centos
got
like Jeep.
they got me on this route, man, where my pay is pretty much set, and I get paid a little premium for this route, compared to the other guys. So I don't say too much, but at the same time, when they try to give me stuff that I know, like it's out of my way, don't require a whole lot more work and all that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, I turn it down, um, and let them know don't send that back, because all I'm gonna do is send it right back to you.
hmm Hey, I'm gonna tell you how serious this transportation business is right here, especially for me. I had a cousin tell me, "Hey man, you drive. So what if we get this RV or whatever, and then everybody, like family, the guys or whatever, and we go up to North Carolina and all this and kick it and all this shit right there, right?" And I said, "Yeah, we can do that as long as we get my money out the way, and then we get that RV." And he looked at me like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, you didn't know you had to pay me."
I know that's right.
I was like, "That's what I do. I'm trying to make sure y'all get up there and back, so I got to have my money."
Hey, I got tricked about 2 years, year four last. One of my friends, man, he promote concerts and stuff like that, right? And the food, the food called me one day, said he got some tickets for me to a Titans game up in Indianapolis.
Who blocks
And
somebody?
so we were all gonna go hang out and whatnot. I said, all right, cool. So we all he tell me to meet him at such and such place at such and such time to pick up this Mercedes rental van, the little luxury van. I said, all right. And so my best friend and his wife was in the car with me and my wife. And my best friend said, man, I believe John gonna make you drive. I said, I wish John would try to tell me to drive. I said, but see, everybody else had to pay for their tickets. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So I in the back of my mind, I knew it was a possibility. I said, something up with that, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so we get to the
you chauffeur.
I picked the van up, get it started, and pulled over into this spot to get it warmed up so everybody can get loaded. But I told my wife, I said, come on, y'all, let's go. I said, we'll get over here and get our seats before everybody else show up. So I get up in there, man, me and my wife, my best friend, his wife, and some more of us, and we claimed our little spots up in the van, right? And my boy, he come to the back of the van, the one that was sponsoring the trip, right? My partner talking to him, hey, John, what's up, man? Who driving, man? He said, you driving us? He said, nah, I don't drive, bro. He said, well, who driving us then? It was Cento. I said, do what? But I wasn't gonna spoil the trip though, you know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and drove. So every time they asked me to pull over so they can pee, because it's a party van. They back up partying, drinking like crazy. Everybody got to pee every so many miles, man. Like it seemed like every 40 minutes they want to pee. Man, I told my partner, I said they pee when I say they can pee. I drove as far as I wanted to drive, and I pulled over when I wanted to pull over. Hey, you have a little partition that separate the driver and in a limo in the passenger. Man, I had it open for a while. They kept on worrying me. I told my partner because he came up front and said, "Well," I said, "Close that partition up, man." He said, "Nah, man, they trying to talk to you." I said, "Bump you, man," because he was messing with me. You know what I'm saying? So I closed it up. I went Frank Lucas on. Don't nobody talk to me directly. If you want to talk to me, talk to me. Bump that bull crap, man. Hey, man, we got a little farther on up the highway. Every time they say let me pee, I said a little farther up the highway. So bump that bull, man.
Oh yeah, Cento, this is the first time you've been on the panel in a while. I gotta go back and get your opinion of these fights, man. So what did you think about Kell Brook and Amir Khan last weekend?
Man, I tell you what, man, it went basically how I thought it would. That fight was more personal than anything. I'm gonna say Kell looked pretty good though. I mean, Kell looked pretty good, but it was against meager competition because we all know Amir Khan doesn't have a chin. He wasn't. Them punches was hurting him so much in the beginning, man. He wasn't able to get his combinations off with his speed like he liked to. You know what I'm saying? And I thought at first it was gonna be a little bit more competitive, but Kell, it was so personal to Kell Brooks. He looked the best. Kell Brook looked like the old Kell Brook before he got his eyes damaged. So it's. I'm glad them guys got that chapter closed, man, so they can walk around knowing that they've been there, done that. And I mean, naturally, Kell Brook was the biggest guy anyway because when they were younger, when they was hating on each other, Kell Brook was always a bigger in a heavier division than Khan, even in the amateurs. So it is what it is. They made some bread though.
Yeah.
That Khan lost his chin and his soul.
Yeah, they did. They had a big old. Yeah, it was a big thing over there, man. And I was happy for the UK fans too, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. As much as I don't want to pay that money to go over there, man, and one of these days I would like to go over there and be in the crowd with those boxing fans, man. They really celebrate their fighters over there, man. Even our American fighters.
Across the pond.
Say it again.
I bet you can easily get in trouble over there.
Oh shit, here we go. Man, go ahead and hop on the panel, man.
817.
What kind of trouble?
We got business. I got something I need to discuss with you.
817.
I'm talking about Lady
Yeah.
Trouble.
Lady Trouble. Yeah, I mean it's possible. One thing I do know, I've been told by trusted uh, um, somebody has let me know that over there in the UK when it comes to them females,
Hmm.
they love sex by the pound, and hey whatever's sexual is sexual. They ain't no I don't do that. They they got the Guap 3000 and everything going on over there. You know what
Cal
I'm
ain't
saying?
gonna never get body shot.
Hey man, I ain't said nothing. I ain't said nothing. I just described it. Y'all know what it is. But yeah,
Sinzo said, "Ain't none of that. I don't do that."
hey, it's red. Hey, it's red light over there.
Mm. Go on
Man, what's
red.
going on? 817.
Hey, from my understanding, you allowed to be walking down the street, man, and somebody might see you that like you, and they might approach you and say, "Hey, what's up? I want to, take care of you." You know what I'm saying?
817 got a Cowboys
Look at the
logo.
most. What's going down, man? What's up?
Oh
What's up,
hell
A1
no.
stuff?
What it do?
What's going on, brothers?
Say man.
Hey, DJ. Hey, we might need to plug that discussion you and I had earlier. Yesterday about the tickets, man. We might need to
Oh
plug
yeah,
it off
yeah. I
along.
put it in the in the group chat, man. Let everybody know what we on, what type of time we on, with the ticket. But I told them in the next couple of days if we all want to sit together, we need to go ahead and buy 'em at a group rate.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I already got my travel agent on. She booking my hotel and flight right now. So
I forgot about the hotel. I ain't the flight. I ain't worried about the hotel. I am. Sure. I gotta put my phone down. Freaking.
yeah, cause I just need to know, where the wing spot at. You see, we got plenty of guys in here from Texas and that Dallas area. So I just need to know where the wing spot at, you know what I'm saying, and which one not to go to.
Hmm.
You cover when you come down here. You got too many. You got too many people down here. Me, G5. Shit, everybody gonna take care of you. Picasso.
Hell, y'all.
My sister
And
be
man,
cooking for
where's
her
my guy
job.
Eli Zachary, man? I ain't
I
heard from
seen
him in a
him.
while.
I seen him in some chat somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Like,
be around sometime, but yeah, he working a different little schedule, man, and
yeah.
he been focused on that. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him, man. It's my dog, man. I got.
So, what's the temperature in the city, man? What's the excitement around this card, bro? I'm excited to see who else is on this card besides Errol and Frank Martin. I hope they put. I was saying it earlier. I hope they put Boots on this card too.
I'm
Hey,
thinking. I'm thinking that Boots gonna end up on the card the week before. I know. Last time I talked to
Hmm.
Tay, he was saying that's what it looked like, but he wasn't sure.
Cruz.
Yeah, same thing. L Dub was saying it might be the week before, but then it might be on Errol's card.
Right.
Cruz on that card too, right?
Who?
The guy who just fought Tank. What's the Cruz? I forget his last name.
Esau Cruz? Yeah, he's fighting Gamboa.
Gamboa on
He's
that
the
card.
yeah
Yeah.
he the co-main event fighting Gamboa.
Man, what
who
kind
y'all
of
got
shit
out of
is
that?
that? Cruz, who the
But
fuck that boy need to sit his old ass down, man.
Hey,
Oh,
believe it or
okay.
not, believe it or not, them two little cats gonna have some little action in that fight, man.
man, Cruz
Right.
gonna beat the shit out of Gamboa, man.
He might, but
Like I'm
what
a
I'm saying
realist,
about
dog. I'm a
it's
realist,
not gonna
man.
be a
Cruz
boy
gonna
fight.
punish
It's
Gamboa.
gonna be some punches swinging in that fight. Ain't nobody gonna be hugging up on each other and all that. Gonna be
Gamboa
some
going
fight.
to sleep.
Man, Gamboa, he ain't going to sleep, man. He finna go in there and put his hands in his pocket.
I,
he
I
he need
think.
to
I,
sit his
I
ass
think.
down.
I just think the way that Isak fight, you know what I'm saying, and where Gamboa is at this point, I think we might see. I think we might see a stoppage. I think, you know how them top ranked wave offs be going down. I think we might see a
Mhm.
PB. I think we might see a PBC wave off to boost him up. You feel what I'm saying?
What you call it? One of them top ranked wave offs?
Man, you know how top rank come in. You know the motherfucker top rank dancing wave. Oh my God, stop it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's Deontay Wilder out that motherfucker, they turn around and look off and start looking at their watch and shit, checking their cell phone.
Not the
Uh,
Oh
Kenny
man.
No.
towel throw.
Hey, anybody know what's going on about Deontay Wilder? I read something earlier. It said he's going on a spiritual journey to continue, see if he want to continue boxing. That's true or not?
Man, as far as I know, that's just, according to Tay Jones, he said that back in November, bro, and it's just now making its ways around the interweb. But
Is you
I think he's gonna retire because they say once you start thinking about retirement, you should go ahead and retire. And he's kind of been hinting at, like, I've done everything in the sport, which he has. He's become a champion, defended the title. My best guess, he's made plenty of money. And you hear when Tay Jones was speaking about it the other day, he doesn't have to fight again if he doesn't want to. So, being in that position, there's nowhere else to go but down. Once you reach the pinnacle, you're either going to maintain or you're going to go down. So there's nowhere else to go but down, man. So if it's a couple names, I'd still want to see him fight as a selfish fan.
Joshua.
If it's not Dillian White or Anthony Joshua, I don't want to see him fight. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about no Helenius. I don't want to hear nothing about no Andy Ruiz. I don't want to hear nothing about Joe Joyce. None of these guys, because none of those guys enhance his career.
not even
Dillian White would be absolutely personal, and Anthony Joshua would be a fight that we should have gotten, 4 years ago. They were finally going to get. But if it's not those two names, and if it's not for a significant bag, I don't want to count the man money. But if it's not for a significant bag, I really don't see the use of him coming back.
Not even Usyk.
Nah,
Not even Usyk. Not even Usyk.
I think the only person I want to see Deontay Wilder fight myself is Dillian White. I don't care if he lose, win, whatever. I don't even care if he don't fight AJ. I would love to. I would just like to see him tear Dillian White's head off. But like DJ is saying, once you get to thinking retirement, you might as well stay. Really go ahead and retire, man. Because when it's in the back of your mind like that, close to the forefront, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's when you get hurt.
Hey,
Because
Seth,
go ahead, Abel.
I was just gonna say it's only one fight I want to see him fight, and I think it's only one fighter that Deontay will get up for. And I don't think it's Dillian White. I think it's AJ. I think if it was,
He'll get up for AJ. You're right about that.
I think if it's anybody, if he contemplating retirement or anything like that, the one thing that's keeping him on the edge of staying in is probably AJ. So, I mean, if you got a question about if he's gonna fight or not, somebody got to mute in the background or something, or mute their YouTube in the background.
That's me. Oh no, I don't know who that is. I got wind over here.
But I mean, in regards to him, if you got a question about what D gonna do, man, just go subscribe to Tay. Tay gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
D don't tell you, Tay gonna give you the tea leaves. That's it. Anybody else, don't trust it, man. You feel me? Because D keep
Hey.
a tight count.
Who was Tay?
Tay Jones,
Tay Jones,
Pac-Man Tay, ATL.
Pac-Man, ATL, Tay.
Got you.
Bomb Squad.
Thank
Bomb
y'all.
Squad. Team Bomb Squad, I mean.
Yeah, but he did a live about a week ago, and he was like, he doesn't have to fight again. He was like, you got people telling him he don't have to fight again. So, and if he really doesn't have to fight again, why come back? Like I said, I just want to see him retire. I'd love to see him just go ahead and retire, man, because there's really nothing left for him to do in the sport.
That's true.
Love with the gang.
What's up, Max? I want to
What's
see.
going on, Max?
I want to see Keith Thurman fight Terrence Crawford.
I don't know why.
After the Errol Spence fight. After the Errol Spence fight. See, this is why I wanted Keith Thurman to lose. Right? This is why I wanted Barrios to kind of take Keith Thurman off the chessboard, because now his name is going to be mentioned as a possible option in place of the undisputed fight, barring Errol wins in the next couple months.
Nah, DJ, because what's the name finna clean that up? Virgin them see the food. You dig? I figured one of the young cats was gonna see the food. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
you talking about Bud?
no, not Bud. Talking about Thurman. You dig? I
See,
figure
Mm.
one of the young cats is gonna get the food, right? But you have to understand who got more inroads with the sanctioning bodies to get a hold of Key. You know what I'm saying? And I was already talking about it. I was talking to my old lady about it. I was like, Virgil Ortiz will probably get the Thurman fight before anybody else. And I'm starting to hear them rumors that Virgil Ortiz is working with Suleiman trying to get Thurman, trying to mandate or order some shit or something like that to be an eliminator before getting actually being in line for Earl next as far as WBC goes. So look for Virgil Ortiz if he beat old boy or whatever. Look for Virgil Ortiz to be trying to push up on a Thurman fight, and it's really what Thurman and what Bud can try to work out. But I think the Earl Spence fight gonna overtake all that, and I don't think Bud gonna be able to get another fight in before that. I don't know what y'all think, but that's what I'm seeing. I think Virgil gonna get Thurman, and I think Earl and Bud really gonna go on and get it on.
Yeah, man. I think it'll happen at the end of this year. I'm thinking around September or so. Thinking around late summer, early fall. I think that fight is very valuable.
Good.
But probably October, around September, October, because Canelo gonna try to get his date in September, so they're gonna have to save some room for that fight to breathe. But I
Damn.
think personally, whatever fight that Canelo picks, I think this fight will overtake it anyway. But personally, Virgil's about to fight McKinson, who's a slick southpaw, British southpaw, but he's only got 2 knockouts. Hell, Clarissa hit harder than this dude. So, I fully expect for him to run him over, and that's for the WBO. Now he'll probably hop in a WBC eliminator, like 817 said with Keith Thurman. But I just don't want Keith Thurman's name to be mentioned. You don't get to take 3 years off and then come back and jump the line. And even if he does, man, you still got Boots and Virgil, like 817 said. You still got the young cats right there. Like, hey, hold on, Slick. Hold on, man. That's what I said. I said, Bard, he wins this next fight, Rich. It ain't no guarantee that he gonna beat Ugas. Ugas might have the fight of his life. He coming in, very confident. He just beat Manny Pacquiao, even though I think Manny Pacquiao retired in the 7th round of that fight. See, that's what I don't want to happen to Deontay. I don't want him to get in there in round 8. He just like, what the hell am I doing in here, man? Why am I in here? So I don't want that.
It ain't a matter of if Errol get past Ugas. He gonna beat Ugas.
Look here, if Earl lose to Ugas, we talking about Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
Oh my God!
Real
It
talk.
happened, though.
Real talk. Hey, look, and it happened. So and respect to Reggie, he ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Them 2 men getting in the ring is boxing. You feel me? They exchanging punches. Anything can motherfucking happen, right? But
True.
But real talk, I mean, this would be a gaffe of epic proportions. You feel what I'm saying? And Earl understand that. I mean, he understand that having it here at home for 3 belts with that fight on the line, man, say, look here, if he do lose, again, if he does lose, right? And I'm speaking from a standpoint of being from this state, you know what I'm saying, knowing how people behind him, knowing how the city buzz, and knowing how it's going, knowing how the city acting, bruh, yeah, we talking about Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson type letdown
Atmosphere.
if he lose. Real shit.
He's not gonna fucking lose, man. His bad eye would have to pop out in the ring for him to lose.
Stop.
Mac,
Maybe not even
start
then.
no shit because
No.
know you a Spence fan, Mac. We know. Don't you start no shit.
What you mean?
Know how you get, Mac. You know how you get.
Appreciate you, LB Slug. Appreciate the super chat, man.
I came in peace tonight with my brothers.
So let me ask. Let me ask y'all, bro. Like, really on the cool is two possibly, in my opinion. Okay, I'm just gonna say in my opinion, at 147 pounds right now, it's probably three elite fighters at 147. I do not look at Ugas as elite. I don't.
Mm,
Me
I
either.
don't. I look
Mm.
at him. I look at
mm.
him a step
He's
below them
accomplished.
three guys. You feel me? I do. This is just me. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? We're not talking about, resume and all that other shit that people call qualifiers. We talking about just boxing out, what you see, what you know about boxing, or what you claim to know. I think just me myself is three elite guys at that weight, and I think that he's in the next tier, and I think those other guys, the Thurmans, Porters, and Garcias, are below them. I want to see
Who's
what
the
you
three?
guys think.
Who's your 381?
I mean,
817?
come on, bro. That really go
Besides the
without.
champions,
Yeah, that go without saying, bro. If you think about it,
the champions, and who else?
Boots.
Mm.
Yeah, I do. I feel like
You
he's an
got Boots
elite
over
talent.
Ugas?
I feel like he's. Hey, look, if Ugas and Boots was fighting right now, my brother Muhammad, I push all my chips in on Boots. He'll beat the shit out of Ugas.
No, sir.
I'm with you.
Okay,
No,
I'm
sir.
with
all
you.
right,
But
all
No,
right,
sir.
we
No,
gotta.
all
But
sir.
right.
we gotta. I gotta give respect to Ugas as a champion, though. Above all else,
That's
I
what
gotta
I'm
give
saying.
respect to Ugas as a champion, man.
Ain't
Not
nobody
only
else at
he a true
147
champion.
pounds. Ain't nobody else at 147 pounds not named Earl Spence or Bud Crawford got a chance at beating Jerron Boots Ennis, in my opinion.
Agreed.
That
Agreed.
dude ain't proven himself like that. I know Sean Porter caught a lot of slack for what he said, but if you take away the emotion of it, he said some true shit. He just has not proven himself yet.
I feel you, my brothers in the chat. I'm not saying that the brother is Buster Douglas. I'm saying the loss would be of
The
epic
upset, the level of the
the
upset.
upset, the level of the upset. That's what I'm saying, in my opinion. Like I say, that's just my opinion, bro. Like I just feel like with so much on the motherfucking line, you know what I'm saying? Earl got a lot. I mean, he's expected to go in here and handle his motherfucking business. And of course, Ugas did beat Manny. I'm not gonna discredit that. He beat Manny, but I mean, just Ugas alone compared to Earl Spence at this point, nah, bro. I feel like it's an epic type upset. It's not some. I can see that. Nah, it ain't no. I can see that shit.
Okay. 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 Hmm. I think it's a reason why. Going back to that, I think it's a reason why Sean Porter said he didn't want that fight before he retired, and I thought it was kind of crazy that after he retired, all of a sudden Boots is overrated or he's overhyped when you said yourself you wouldn't fight him. So that kind of disqualifies your opinion on that. It's like, okay, well, just 4 or 5 months ago you said you weren't going to fight him. So now all of a sudden he's overhyped. Now that you decided to hang up the gloves, I'm like, I don't understand that, but whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I just thought he was saying some fly shit on his podcast.
Nah,
Something
Sean
that's
Reggie.
gonna
Porter
get
give
him.
him
Nah,
Something
Boots
that's
Reggie.
a
gonna
hell
get
Hey,
of
him
a
hey,
some
fight
look.
though.
attention.
He
Hey, just
gives
let.
Boots a hell of a fight though.
I believe it's a good fight. I just believe Jerron is more talented. I believe he's an elite fighter. From what I've seen, what I know about boxing, that's what I believe. It's not about for Reggie. It's not about popularity or who the fuck he interviewed with. I'm not lame like that, bro. Come on now. You gotta know better than that by now. At least I would think you'd know me better than that by now, Reg, from our conversations.
Reggie,
Come
hop
on,
your
man.
ass on the panel, man.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That's
Oh
that
shit.
casual shit.
817. You cannot mic drop. You remember last time. You
Yeah, I
cannot
mean, as
mic
long as,
drop.
bro, you know what? Listen. Let me say this, I'm gonna say why I might drop. Because sometimes I be afraid of what the fuck I'm saying. I'm on somebody else shit. You feel what I'm saying? If I was on my shit on live, I wouldn't give a damn. I'd BFCB the thing. You feel what I'm saying? And just let my nuts hang. But I be on somebody else shit, and I don't want them coming back being like, "Oh man, that happened on my shit." And you have certain motherfuckers that let me say this too. You have certain motherfuckers that can't compete with you with the facts when it comes to certain shit because they fans of certain motherfuckers, right? And instead of using the fans for their argument, you know what I'm saying, they'll run out of them, and so they'll try to attack you in a smart way. And see, I smell that shit and I just be on that shit and it'll go left. You feel me? So before it goes left like that, I just dip. You feel me? When I feel myself getting there, I just dip, especially when I'm on somebody else's shit. And I try to apologize to them too. You feel me? Because everybody don't want that type of shit on their platform, and I can respect that.
I
Right
got you.
on, right on.
Well, it was- mhm.
But yeah, I mean,
Nah,
I
I
feel
got you.
Reggie.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I
I
feel
got you.
Reggie. It
I
ain't like
got you.
Reggie saying something wrong. I feel him. You know what I'm saying? But just
Yeah,
on
we
my
see it
end,
happen. We see it
right?
happen all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Just
I
on my
man, I
end,
look at skill set. I
facts.
look at the only thing I look at is skill set in the ring, man. And I think out of all the young cats coming up, I mean, we got to start. Even though he ain't fought in over a year, man. He hadn't fought since before Arrow last fought, which is an absolute crime. We got to start throwing Speedy Rashidi Ellis in there. Like I think it's a matter of time before he starts getting fights and getting his name out there. Now that he's away from Golden Boy. So I mean,
But if you
it's some guys
superimpose
out
Super
there, man. But
Rashidi in the
I
ring
think
with,
we all agree. I think we all agree that Boots and Virgil are leading the pack right now, and I lean towards Boots Ennis.
Can I ask a question? But does who you beat count though? If
Hell
you
yeah.
haven't beaten anybody, does
hey,
that
look,
count?
you can say that, Muhammad, right, my brother. But check this out: the two names that's on, let's say, your boy, on the boy Bud Crawford resume, right? There's two names on there, but it's context to that. When he fought him, kind of matters. You know what I'm saying? Like Kell Brook. I mean, he was 3 years removed from welterweight and off of depression. Hadn't fought at 147 pounds. Hadn't even wouldn't making the weight, and his trainer wouldn't train him because he knew what was up. You feel me? So it's context to that. Yeah, he got Kell Brook name on his resume. That's just like Miguel Cotto on Canelo resume. Canelo got him on his resume, but what Miguel Cotto was? It wasn't a Miguel Cotto that blooded Floyd knows. It
Right.
was the older version of Cotto. It's like Danny Garcia having Zab Judah on his resume. He didn't fight the Zab Judah that Floyd fought, the Zab that we grew up and loved. No, he fought old ass Zab. He put a name on his resume.
It's the
So it's
same thing.
context to that shit.
Yeah. Same thing with Canelo and Shane Mosley. Like Shane Mosley was 40 when he fought Canelo.
Facts. But Canelo gonna say, but you know, a motherfucker talk about Canelo resume and they'll say, hey, look at his resume. Shit. And on the cool, you'll look at his resume and even a casual will recognize them names because them names been in big fights. But the context of it is, when did he fight them motherfuckers up?
That's a good point. That's a hell of a point.
I think Josh Taylor moved. Listen. I fully expect Josh Taylor to move up after his fight Saturday, but don't be surprised. I'm just gonna say this. Don't be surprised if somehow, some way, Bob convinces him to stay down at 40. Don't be surprised.
Bob ain't got enough skins up at 147 to really control the table. And Josh Taylor, I don't know if he that kind of fighter to be at 147 fucking around with Boots and the rest of them young cats, Virgil Ortiz and the rest of them coming up
He
there,
not
to be
that type
honest.
of fighter. He not that type of fighter.
If he was, he'd be at his proper weight, if you ask me. Because
Hey man,
motherfucking huge
as
for
long as you
140
making the
pounds.
weight, you at your proper weight.
Man, that motherfucker huge for 140 pound. And I feel you, if you make it on the scale, you make it on the scale. You did, but he
Yeah.
got the frame for 147 pounder, even 154 pounder, bro.
Yeah, I saw how big he was compared to Bud, man. It was like, wait a damn minute now. Now I think Bud will wash him, but at the same time, wait a damn minute, man.
Yeah,
How the hell
I
is he
think
making
Josh
140
Taylor's a
pounds?
lot better than he gets credit for being, man. He's nice. I don't know how he does it. He's one of those fighters that just know how to win.
He got
Yeah.
great instincts, man. He got great instincts, and you know how Berto was talking about Floyd, how Floyd was paying attention to everything and was capitalizing on shit. When Josh Taylor was in that fight with Regis, he was capitalizing on small shit. You know what I'm saying? and having that home
Hmm.
crowd behind him, and just his awareness, small shit, the dirty box, the inside shit. Josh Taylor's great at that, bro. You got to give him his card.
Yeah, I mean, looking at his resume too, he's fighting good fighters, man. He's fighting undefeated fighters, fighters who won and lost. I mean, he got a nice resume going for himself so far in less than 20 fights.
Yeah, he different than them other cats, bro. I ain't gonna never put him in the category of a ducking Loma or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Loma got great skills, but you know his demeanor, his heart, it don't follow it. Shit, Josh Taylor nasty, bro, and he'll tell you to your face he gonna fuck you up and really try to put it down. And I ain't
Well,
seen nobody stop him yet. So
Bob want that fight with him and Terrence Crawford.
he
he don't want
wanted,
that, man.
wanted, past tense. He
Yeah,
wanted
I mean,
shit.
he was really hinting at that though.
Yeah, before he got sued, he don't want shit with Bud right now.
Yeah,
That shit
Hey, you
dead,
know
bro.
what, LV Slugger? I said the same thing. I said the same thing earlier this week, man. On the
Me too.
late last week. I said the same thing. I think he gives Virgil problems, dog.
Hey,
I do too.
Now the Virgil we seen, who was that he beat last? Hooker,
Mean Machine.
Mean
me
Machine.
machine.
Now the Virgil we seen beat Mean
Yeah.
Machine, yeah, he gonna give him some problems. If Virgil ain't taking another step, then yeah, but Virgil hit too hard, man. Say Virgil hit hard, bruh. And he just got some shit he need to clean up. I would like to see him get another 2 fights before he fought somebody like Josh Taylor.
I think Josh Taylor could get him too.
Thurman a good step up. Thurman a good step up for Virgil. Thurman perfect for Virgil.
I think
And
Josh
don't be
Taylor goes
surprised.
automatically in that second tier in 147, like automatically
Don't be
just right away.
surprised if Josh Taylor gets that Virgil fight if and when he moves up. If he wins Saturday. Because we might see another Teofimo Camboso situation where he get upset. So if he wins Saturday and he moves up, don't be surprised if Bob orders that fight. If Bob somehow, some way orders that fight between Virgil and Josh Taylor to try to put Josh Taylor in a position to challenge Bud.
Ain't no way Jack Catterall beat him, bro, on Top Rate ESPN like that. They last white hope. Ain't no way. You can hang that shit up, bro. You can hang that shit up. You see Loma ain't get his shit either. Shit, Bob ain't. Hell no. I'm not letting that one go. You already got me for Loma Chinka. Nah.
So yeah, I've been hearing about that, man. How Lomachenko might not be getting that Camboso's fight after all.
Man, we just gotta keep our mouths closed and our head down. And when we don't pay attention, it seems like the right shit happen. As long as we talking about it, oh, Kambosos and motherfucking Lomachenko is moving closer to getting the fight done. You know what I'm saying? I felt like as
Right.
much bitching as we did, they kept going the other way. As soon as we quit talking about it because we got disappointed, we heard dancing getting in the mix now, trying to really make the fight. So
I hope
let's
they
just
do.
keep
I want
ignoring
to
that
see that.
shit.
I really want to see that, and I think Cambosis beat Lomachenko in 12.
Bro, I don't want Loma to get no
You think
chance
so?
in shit.
I think he beat him in 12.
Loma don't
I think
deserve
he beat
shit.
him in 12, man.
Fuck that. Nah, Loma will beat the shit out of
Right.
out of Kambosos.
That
Exactly.
dude, I mean, that dude is a lot much better than what people give him credit for. Cambosis,
Bro, that 3 piece he got, that 1 2 3 he got, that 1 1 2 1 2 3 he got, that he beat T.O. with, he not beating Loma with that shit, bro.
you
He,
don't think he'll make an adjustment?
bro, he
He
not
gonna
beating
have
Loma. Famo, he not beating Loma with that shit. He didn't make an adjustment when he was fighting T.O. T.O. just tried to knock him out instead of coming in there with a game plan. And when T.O. turned up in the tent, he didn't really change what the fuck he was doing. T.O. just gassed out. So, nah, bro, Kambosos ain't got them dimensions like that. Loma gonna whoop his ass. If they fight, Loma will whoop his ass and run off with the belts again.
shit.
Right.
Floyd
Shit.
need to stop tripping and get that shit to Tank.
Floyd ain't doing business with Bob Arum, man. That's clear.
That's been clear to me over time. Bob, he is not doing business with Bob Arum at all.
They waiting for Bob to die, bro. Real talk. They hoping that motherfucker die soon, bro. They waiting for Bob to die. They gonna try to starve him out at the high weights, let him run his shit at the lower weights, and keep cutting his ass off, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when he does die, though, that's gonna be a
So
big void in the game, man.
it's gonna be a power vacuum, that's for sure.
Facts.
Who gonna take it over? Who gonna take over that? Who gonna take over that
Us,
spot?
man. It's gotta
Once
be
the
us,
Bob,
man. It's gotta be us. Let's do it. Let's just have the agency and pick up these fighters and get them this bread.
I don't know
Bad
what. Them contracts ain't going nowhere. Them motherfuckers still gonna be up under Ty the bow, goddamn.
He got somebody that he want to take it over.
Yeah, I was
About to say, ain't his son-in-law still running the day-to-day?
That's what I'm talking about. Ty the bow. That's who gonna take over everything. Them contracts ain't going nowhere. Master just gonna pass some slave contracts on. Shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stanionis and Butayev are fighting on this card. Yeah, that's right. They fighting each other on this card too.
Yeah.
That's why they need to go and put Boots on this card too, man.
That's another thing. You right, DJ. The cards, man, the cards need to be better, bro. Gamboa and what's the name is a warm-up fight. There ain't no co-main event to no Earl Spence Ugas.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That shit lame, bro. I mean, you know, with the ticket prices, with the ticket prices being what they is, you got to give better cards. You know, when Fred be talking about that shit, that's one of the things I agree with him on. You got to give us better fights on the undercard and stage them hoes right.
Exactly. See, you know who does a great job with that? The UFC. UFC a stack of card now.
You know what? I can't stand that shit. But I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
something.
3
They do have
championships.
some interesting fights. I can't stand UFC, but if I flick over there or I come across it, I watch it until I get to hugging or beating the shit out of each other. Then I have
Yo,
to
hey, what's up with that bare knuckle, 817?
Man, stop pushing that bare knuckle, man.
You want it? You want it?
I don't want to see that bullshit, that goofy shit.
Oh, man.
I might as well watch
Max on that
fight.
bare. He on that bare knuckle wave. I give him that.
I love that shit, bro. I mean, that's a
Max
real
wanna
fight.
see
It's like
somebody
fighting
get
someone
hurt.
at the park. That's like
Max
fighting
wanna
someone
see
at the
somebody
park.
get
You know what I
hurt.
mean?
Facts. I feel you, Max, but I will
He's at
tell
the
y'all,
park.
my MMA boys, I've been meaning to tell y'all too. When Derek Lewis just fought and got his ass knocked out, and Adesanya and old boy fought, me and my lady did sit and watch that shit. We watched it, you know what I'm saying? But it's UFC is just it's a turn off to me, bro. I'd rather see the women fighting UFC, to be honest.
Them be some of the best fights though.
There's some good
They
women,
do.
though. You know?
Rose, anytime Rose fight, I'm watching.
I
Rose
fucking
or
hate
Clarissa.
Rose, but she's good. But I hate her.
I love Rose, bro. Thug Rose, my dog.
What about
Thug
John
Rose
Jones?
is gangster, man. And so is tell you who the real gangster out of all the women, that damn Valentina Shevchenko. That's my
Yes,
girl,
Bullet.
man.
Yeah,
Bullet Shevchenko, she a gangster, man.
yeah.
I ain't
She's the one.
never seen her before.
She got the fucking
Man.
gun on her fucking hip, tattooed on her hip and shit. Russian chick. She's fired.
Yeah, man.
Dominant. Yeah.
She's nice. She's nice.
Max
She
like
has
that
no
shit.
weaknesses. She has no weaknesses. How you when you walk in the ring with her, man, it's all about how you want it today.
What weight she fight at? What weight she fight at?
125 flyweight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. It's all about how you want it today. Oh, you want to kickbox today? All right, you gonna get some of this.
Valentina would beat the shit out of Rose if Rose moved up. Or any of them bitches.
Rose is tiny, man. I don't think people like when I went to that Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum fight a couple years ago. Like I saw Karate Hottie and Rose and all that. Man, they are tiny. These are little women,
Bro,
dog.
they're
Valentina,
115 pounds, bro.
right? Rose is probably naturally walking around at maybe 130 pounds.
Yeah.
At like 5'4".
She just tough, bro. I like the way she fight. She handle her business when she get up in there, and I've seen her get hit with some shit. And you know what I'm saying? you know, buckle up and get up in there and get a win, bruh. So I mean, it's brutal. Man, UFC just too brutal for me, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And there's not enough. It seems like there's not enough of a science to me. Boxing, it's more styles, it's more science. Like we talk about Shakur being able to stand in front of a motherfucker, but come out unscathed. It's beautiful in that facet. I can't find the beauty in the UFC.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to get more into knowing the different styles to see the beauty in it, because it's just some things. I mean, but there are a lot of with the amount of fights they put out, there are a lot of duds. There are some fights that just kind of sometimes you feel like you waste your time watching it. But the same can be said of like some of those opening fights on boxing cards too. So, but for the most part, I think I think there's beauty in it when you learn a little more about jiu-jitsu, or you learn a little more about wrestling. You learn about reversals and positions people put themselves in. Because then once you start learning shit like that, you'll start seeing it before it happens. You'll be like, oh yeah, he's gonna try to set him up right here. And then you get more into the sport, just like with boxing. You learn more than just jab, hook, straight, uppercut. You start learning styles and pivots and defenses and shit. And you start becoming a fan. So.
And I guess you got to be in certain promotional companies to fight certain people, because like Adesanya, for some reason, bro, just me, the fight fan in me, the dream fight. I want to see him in old boy that was nice
MVP?
before he got knocked out. No, MVP Michael Venom Page. Yeah,
He gonna beat the shit out of MVP.
Yeah, because
For real.
Page like to be too pretty, and Adesanya about business.
He gonna beat the shit out of MVP.
But I still like
MVP is too disrespectful for me. Like, he just too disrespectful.
I think MVP
it's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. That's why his name is Venom, because he likes to move like all that flail in his arms and moving in and out. He said he's moving like a snake. All that moving his arms and shit is a distraction, because you don't see the shots coming. That's why all that what people think is goofy shit that he's throwing. It's like he knows he's gonna throw it, but you don't see it coming because you're distracted by his movement. So just like a snake, you see it coiled up. You don't know when the strike's coming, but you know when it's coming.
That's why he got put on his ass last time.
Facts. And like Mick said,
listen, Diego Lima.
That's what somebody.
Douglas Lima. Douglas Lima at one time was one of the top welterweights on this planet. He was arguably the second or third best welterweight on this planet at one point. So even though he's taken a couple losses, MVP actually got that win back last year. He beat him over there in London. So he caught him. He timed it perfectly. He hit him with a leg kick, knocked him down, and then when he tried to get up, he ate a he ate a smooth punch and went to sleep. So, but that's been the only guy to beat him, man.
He bad, bro, and I'd like to see him and Adesanya. You know what I'm saying?
He fight our other brother.
But that's the thing about MMA is like most of these, even the best fighters, are gonna have L's. You can always point to a fight they might have got knocked out or tapped out, because they fight. Everyone fights everyone. You can't really duck no one. You're gonna take an L somewhere.
John Jones ain't lost no head.
That's it. John Jones, baby.
We don't know how many fights John Jones won with his cheat man.
He lost one, right?
He lost one.
Yeah.
He lost one, but
elbow.
Yeah, he lost one. It was off of a DQ, but nobody's actually beaten him.
Oh, okay.
No, he lost to Jan, but he moved up in weight and lost to.
He lost to who? So. No, you talking about Adesanya. You talking about Adesanya. Yeah. John Jones ain't lost the fight.
No, he was talking about Adesanya.
Yeah, I was asking about
John Jones.
No,
you said John Jones hasn't lost?
He ain't lost, but Adesanya lost one.
Yeah,
John Jones got one.
Adesanya lost when he moved up there and to be great. He decided he was going to fight a guy that outweighed him by 30 pounds. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he pulled a Kell Brook or Mikey Garcia. Thought he saw something.
That's a good challenge. Anytime you can move up in weight, it's just when he had got one fight at that weight, he was just trying to see if he could.
He had never fought at that weight at MMA. Like Adesanya is probably naturally 200 pounds, right? But he's tall. He's tall. He's long. He's 6'4". A lot of people don't realize how big he is, man. He's
Yeah,
6'4". He's John Jones' height. He's just not as big as John Jones.
yeah, that dude long.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, just seeing him at that fight, bro, I was like, oh, wow, he's bigger than I thought he was.
Hey, and on the cool, Whitaker was laying some hands on him later in the fight, bro.
Yeah, because Bobby Knuckles, see, this is the thing, man. Robert Whitaker is in that weird position where he's lost to Izzy twice now, but he's going to smoke everybody else below it.
Facts. He said that in the ring, too. He said, hey, I think Izzy know, and I know for sure that we the two best, in the division.
Mm-hmm. Because he's the next guy that Adesanya is going to fight is Cannonier. More than likely, it's going to be Cannonier. And Robert Whitaker already beat Cannonier. Robert Whitaker also beat Derek Brunson, who Izzy's already beat. And he also beat Kelvin Gastelum, who Izzy's already beat. So he's in that weird position, man. Nobody under him is going to beat him, but he can't beat Izzy. So the middleweight division is kind of in flux right now. I mean, Izzy's already pretty much, other than Cannonier, he's pretty much lapped the division. He's pretty much beaten everybody twice.
And there's no way he's going to get around Izzy's skills and his dimensions, bro. I mean, he could fight him again and knock him out, maybe,
He might be able to blast him, though, man. Cannonier might be able to blast him.
No, I'm saying Whitaker and Adesanya, let's say they fought 10 times. Yeah. Let's say they fought 10 times, you know what I'm saying? Whitaker may knock him out twice, but Izzy, with them dimensions, bro, and his abilities, probably 8 times out of 10, if they fought 10 fights, he'd beat him.
I think the only way that he can be beat is being taken down. You're not going to beat him striking. It's not going to happen.
Nah, I don't think you're going to beat him on. Mm-hmm. You got to.
And it ain't easy to take him down.
It's not. He's long.
Yeah, you got to catch him with something, bro, and sleep him if you're gonna do something on the feet, and that's damn near impossible.
Or you got to take out that fucking leg. No one's really tried and concentrated on trying to take out his leg.
Because you're gonna pay for it,
right?
I mean, you got to get some to get some. I mean, who's gonna blast that leg the hardest?
Well,
you know who tried that? You know who tried to give some to take some?
Huh?
Robert Whitaker in that first fight.
Yeah, he was lunging a lot, like with his combinations. This time he stayed a little more patient. He didn't like kind of lunge in at Izzy. Even kind of to it didn't really work sometimes. Where he kind of, I wish he would have lunged in sometimes. But you can tell, like when he got dropped in that first round of this fight, he was kind of put him on, caution again.
Facts. So, and I mean, it took all the way to late in the third round before he started connecting. So you have to think in that 5-round fight.
He knew he was losing. He had to really try to push it.
Right.
Hey, God Body News. Listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Until Kamsat Chimaev fight somebody in the top 10, I'm not crowning.
He's looking at Gilbert, DJ. What's up?
Let's make the fight happen. I think we'll get that fight. That's the beautiful thing about MMA. I think we'll get that fight.
Did you see that sparring video with him and Darren Till? Darren Till said he kicked his ass and shit.
Man, listen. Darren Till ain't been the same since Jorge Masvidal slept him. So
yeah, that's true.
I mean, how many fights has he actually won at middleweight, bro? Like, I don't think he's won any fights at middleweight.
He might not have.
To be honest, like seriously, since he decided to stop sucking himself down to 170 and he moved up to 185, how many fights has he won?
I would have to look at his resume. I don't know. Off top.
Let me ask y'all this: who's the best wrestler y'all seen in MMA?
Khabib.
I was going to say Khabib.
Khabib or Kamaru Usman. Khabib or Kamaru Usman.
I was going to say Khabib, Usman, and I was actually going to say Chael Sonnen. Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Just straight up
Chael Sonnen. Khabib, Chael Sonnen.
Now I
can't put Chael Sonnen in there. I say Khabib, Kamaru.
I can't stand
Matt Hughes was a great wrestler.
I can't
John
stand
Jones was a great wrestler. Daniel
Travis
Cormier
Luda.
was a great wrestler. Cain Velasquez was a great wrestler.
Travis Lutter,
Um,
the guy that what's the name? The
Matt Hughes.
YouTuber knocked out,
Matt Hughes.
and JP and
Yeah,
BJ
Matt
Penn
Hughes.
and BJ
Matt
Penn.
Hughes
Mark
and BJ
Coleman.
Penn. Yeah.
Mark
BJ
Coleman.
Penn was more BJ Penn was more jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
but
he was.
He'll
just straight
submit your ass
wrestling.
though.
Daniel
BJ
Cormier, Khabib, John Jones, Kamaru Usman,
BJ
Ken
uh,
will
Shamrock.
submit your ass though. He'll knock you out, but he'll submit
Henry
your ass too.
Cejudo. Henry Cejudo.
Oh, Henry Cejudo. Yep.
Yeah, so
Olympic.
yeah. He probably has the
Hey,
best wrestling pedigree out of
Hey, hey,
anybody.
hey,
He
hey,
actually has a
hey,
hey,
gold medal.
here's a name for
hey,
you. Here's a name for you. John Finch.
Oh God.
hey, DJ,
Hey, one of the most boring fighters ever, but boy, can he wrestle.
That's
DJ,
what I
can you really exclude the jujitsu because I got I'm wrestling base in my jujitsu, and it's a whole lot of other people that are. I mean, in jujitsu, we also do wrestling with submission. You see what I'm saying?
Mm,
So it's all it's a discipline. It's a difference in the discipline, but still, like jujitsu is more technical, and wrestling is more one speed, like go. You see what I'm saying?
mhm, mhm.
So I mean, I
See,
that
that's what made Damian Maya in his prime such a handful to deal with, because not only was he one of the best jiu-jitsu players in the world, like legit world, people throw around world class a lot, but
mm,
guys like Gilbert Burns and Damian Maya have legit world class jiu-jitsu. Like they've won world championships and competed at world tournaments. They
mm,
had legit world class jiu-jitsu, but they also learned how to wrestle. They
mm.
learned how to freestyle wrestle. That's what made them so good.
You know,
Islam Makhachev. Makhachev is another one. He comes from that. He comes from that Abdul Manap Nurmagomedov
mhm,
school, that combat sambo.
Future champ right
mhm.
there.
You think so, huh?
I think that's. I mean, Dariush got injured, so I don't know if that fight's happening or got pushed back or whatever.
It's not, it's it'll probably happen at a later day. It'll
Fuck
probably
that. Fuck
happen.
that.
It'll probably
Tell
happen this summer.
JT.
But he's about to fight Bobby Green this Saturday. So never know.
Easy money.
Bobby.
Never, man. You never know. Bobby Green might
I
touch
say
his
second
ass up,
round
man.
stoppage. Islam.
That could be an option. That might happen. But I think Bobby Green might end up touching him up, man.
Nah.
We gonna
I
we
mean, he
gonna see
will.
what
He will.
we gonna see
He
what the
will.
striking talking about.
He'll land some combos, but it's just gonna be so Islam can get in and grab him, and then
Yeah,
that's it. So
I
he
agree.
might land like a little
Who
three
jumped
piece
off? Oh,
while
we lost
Islam comes in.
817. Well, yeah, 817. I'll see you in Dallas, man. I'll be at the fight. So yes, sir. Yeah, man. Hey, if you're still in the chat, 817, come back and put your if you're on any social media, put your social media in the private chat, man, so we can link up with you, get some numbers and stuff while we out there. Max, you should come to the fight, man.
Bruh, I wish I had the money to do that shit, man.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to, cause I've never been to a boxing match, like not a real one. I've been to like little smokers and shit, but I haven't
Not a
been to
big
a real
time
one yet.
fan.
So I'm trying to go to, if that Spence Bud happens, I might have to catch out on that.
You got to go to the little boxing matches first so you can appreciate the bigger ones.
No, I've been to all the little ones. I've been like to like just like locals and fairs and like state fairs and shit, like regular
Yeah,
little shit, nothing crazy.
outside
Mm-hmm.
Times
Friday night
Square
fights type
type of.
shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it be raining and shit, and they still be fighting, like and all that
Oh
shit.
wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of like popping my cherry. So if I'm gonna pop my cherry, I'm going big. I might as well just go for that Spence and Bud, or something crazy. I don't know. Like if they have like even like a Fury Usyk for undisputed would be crazy in Vegas. I'd go to that too. Like big fights, Haney Cambosis, something crazy. I'm down
I
with
ain't
all
going to Australia for that. I ain't going to Australia for that.
that.
I ain't going to
Nah,
Australia.
they too strict with their COVID shit over there. I'm cool, but
Yeah, I don't want to go over there and get stuck over there. You know what I mean? So
Locked up abroad.
Right. I remember that.
And on the flip side of that, I've never been to Vegas before in my life, so it's gonna be like a twofer. You know what I mean? Like
It's
Where you
first
live at
overrated,
fight.
next?
man. Don't go. It's a trap from the time you step off the plane, man. It's a trap.
I never wanted to go. Like, there's been nothing appealing about Vegas ever. That's why I've never went. You know, I'm just like, I don't like saving up money to come back with no money. That's not my idea of having fun.
Don't
You
you
know,
stay next
so
door to Vegas?
Hmm?
huh?
Don't you stay next door to Vegas?
No, I ain't never been to Vegas. I've never been in the
No,
state of Nevada.
he's in NorCal. He's in NorCal.
I'm in North Carolina.
That's
Well,
still
shit,
that's,
you should go go ahead and slide to that Ramirez and Pedraza fight. Then they fighting in Fresno.
Man, that ain't gonna be the first fight I go to. Come on.
Man, you got to start somewhere.
Nah, man. If I'm gonna get my cherry pop, it's gonna be big, and then I can start going to the little ones in between. Like,
I'll tell you
that
what.
don't
God,
sound right.
The first the first MMA fight I ever went to, it was 2016, I believe, and it was when Tyron Woodley sparked out Robert Robbie Lawler to win the belt.
Mhm.
When he
damn.
absolutely, man, when he hit Robbie Lawler, bro, it sounded like a shotgun went off. You could hear that shit, man. When
Man,
he
I had
sparked
tickets
out,
for a Bellator one up here in San Jose. It was a stacked one. I think it might have been two belts on the line, and I ended up going to jail. So I had to sell them bitches, put them on a book. That was gonna be my first one I went to, but oh wait,
yeah,
my
and
homie,
I've only
my
been
homie
in
went
3
to
boxing matches. I
Masvidal
went to.
Diaz, everything.
Oh man, you gonna go to that one?
Nah, yeah, my homie, he's been trying to get me to go. He goes to everything. He went to McGregor, Aldo. He went to Masvidal Diaz. He's been to all the major biggest fights. If it's Vegas, if it's anywhere in the U.S., he's pretty much been. You know what I mean? And he always tries to get me to go, and I just don't have the money for the flight and the room and just know that it's like a rack at least to do something like that to really be
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
So
I'm telling you now, if you go to Vegas, you're gonna need at least 2 racks, and that's not including your flight and your hotel. At least 2.
yeah. I mean, flights. I could get like a $60 round trip. I'd have to drive up 2 hours to Oakland to get it, but that's
Damn.
$60. That ain't shit.
Ooh, God Body News. That is a good question. That is a great question, man. I look forward to that fight. I think this is going to be a great test for the young gun, who I think has a bright future. But I'll be interested to see how he deals with a veteran like Postal, man. Antoine Russell's fighting this weekend. He's fighting on the little B Hop card.
Well, that's gonna be good.
Damn, man, I'm so disappointed that Gutierrez got COVID, man. I think he got COVID or he got injured. I think it was COVID. Oh man, that was so disappointed.
Is that all there is this weekend?
You got that fight where you got Colbert fighting. I forgot the guy's name, but it's a replacement fight, and they just changed it to a WBA eliminator. It was gonna be for that for Gutierrez. I guess they just elevated him. I thought they was gonna fight for the vacant belt because Gutierrez was the regular champion, and Colbert was the interim champion for the WBA at super featherweight. So I thought they were gonna fight for the vacant belt, but I think they elevated Gutierrez. Once Tank dropped that belt, they just elevated Gutierrez. So he and Colbert were gonna, since Colbert was the interim champion, they were gonna fight for that belt. But now it's just an eliminator. So I'm guessing this is just a keep busy fight for Chris Colbert until Gutierrez gets ready. So that fight's happening this weekend. We got Bellator happening this weekend as well. Mr. Van Zant is fighting Gegard Mousasi.
Mr. Fans. Hey,
Yeah,
Rigondeaux fights
that's
this
not right.
weekend
That's
too.
not right.
Rigondeaux and Josh Taylor.
Yeah, Rigondeaux's fighting somebody over in Abu Dhabi, and Josh Taylor's fighting Catterall over in Scotland.
That was probably gonna be early, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
gonna
it's
it's gonna be
overseas.
super early. Them fights in the UK always start at like 2 o'clock. So
Yo, I love
yeah,
it.
we'll be able to watch that. Then you got Makachev and Bobby Green
Oh,
fighting in
that's
the
this weekend.
UFC. Yeah, that's this weekend. Yeah, we got a bunch of
Oh,
good little fights this weekend.
it's looking good. Ain't no bare knuckles this
Yeah,
weekend. Sorry, guys. I know you disappointed. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so disappointed. You can hear it in my voice,
Hey, I'll
right?
tell you. Hey, DJ, I will cash up you the $5. All you gotta do is just watch the last card. That's it. Just the last card. Just the
All right,
last
send me the
card.
money. Send me the money, and
I got.
I'll give you a full rundown tomorrow. I'll watch it. Send me the money.
All right. Hold
Mm-hmm.
on. Send me the cash up in the chat.
I will. Mm-hmm. Sure will. Rigo got did dirty in the boxing game, but he really should let his hands go. Yeah, he could have easily beaten Casimero in my opinion, if he'd have just threw some more punches.
Yeah. That was such
That's
a
all he
hard
had to
fight
do.
to
That's all he
score,
had to
man.
do was throw some more punches.
That was such a hard fight to score.
Yeah. It was not a very pleasing fight to watch.
Was that the fight where Riggy tried to open up and make it exciting or something?
Nah, that's the fight where Rigondeaux decided he was going to keep his hands in his pockets, but he made Casimero miss almost everything that he threw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just played defense pretty much the whole fight.
Yeah, he would pop shot here and there, and he'd catch him clean. He would have the
Yeah,
cleanest punches landed in the round, but
right.
it'd only be like 3.
Right. They were, man. When did that fight happen? That fight happened what
Last
was it?
year.
It was last summer, right? I think it was last summer.
mm.
Yeah, I think it was
But don't,
last summer, man.
but
Because
if
remember,
you
it
get
was
if
the whole thing where him and where Rigo actually stepped aside so Casimero and Donaire could unify, but Casimero wouldn't do the drug testing, so Donaire did what a lot of these fighters should do: said, "Fuck it, I'm not fighting you. If you're not gonna do the drug testing, I'm not fine. I just won't fight you." And then
hell
you
yeah,
had that whole spat. Nonito Donaire's wife, who was also his trainer, who was also his manager trainer, she said something, and then Casimero said something back to her, and it just turned into the whole deal. And Donaire just said, "To hell with it. I ain't got to deal with you if I don't want to. I still got my belt. You still got your belt." So they put Rigo back in the fight, and it ended up being a lackluster fight, in my opinion. Now, some people appreciated, the defense and Rigo making Casimero look like a damn fool whenever he decided to throw punches. But
absolutely.
you got to throw something back. That was my opinion, because whenever he threw that left hand back, he was hitting him with it.
Yeah, just catch him clean flush.
Yeah.
See, but looking like the standards of judging as far as ring generalship, Rigo had that because they were fighting the type of fight he wanted to fight. He was using the ring, all that shit. As far as defense, obviously he wins in defense. As far as clean, effective punches, he landed the cleaner punches, but just there wasn't a lot. So it's like, by those standards right there, and then effective aggression, I mean, Casimero, whatever, was being aggressive, but he was missing badly and wildly and damn near flying through the ropes, so it wasn't effective. So some of those rounds were hard to score based on that criteria of boxing scoring, but it's a hell. That's like a fight where, like, if you're doing judging like training, you put that fight on. That's one of the ones you gotta, that's a quiz. Score this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that's but I mean, I always got love for Rigo, but I think it's getting close to that time, man.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
damn
a
near
shame.
60.
It's a shame that they kept him away from the guys that he was supposed to fight. But
Yeah.
sorry, y'all. Sorry, paper rattle. Anyway, it's a shame that they kept him away from the guys that he was supposed to fight during his career, but I think this might be his last fight. It
That's
might be his
throughout
last fight,
boxing
man.
right
Because
there.
that was damn sure gonna be the last title opportunity he got against Casimero.
Oh yeah, there ain't gonna be no rematch.
Nah, it won't be a rematch. Hell, Casimero, speaking of which, pivoting back to the original topic of the show, Casimero about to lose his belt.
Oh yeah, I saw the title on here, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't really look into it. But Kyle was telling me about it earlier. Apparently he been touching on some young girls, man. So
Damn.
over there in the Philippines. So, you know, I'm not too privy. I'm not privy to the details of the story. I don't, you know, I don't know enough to really speak on it, but apparently that's what happened. And if they, you know, if Showtime, because he's still with PBC and this, you know, and their relationship with Fox is strained right now. So I didn't think Casimero was going to be on Fox anyway. But if they treat Casimero the same way they treated Rolly, and they've already had to push his fight back, I think twice. I think they've also had to push his fight back twice because he got, I think he got the virus, and I think his opponent got injured. I think he got the virus. Then his opponent got injured. I know they've pushed his fight back at least once or twice. So if he has to pull out of his fight, I think the WBO is stripping. We'll see what happens. But if they treat him anything like they treated Rolly, man, he's out of there.
It said that he's getting accused of inappropriately touching a 17-year-old while she was sleeping in his hotel room.
What's she doing in this
Man,
hotel
oh
room?
man.
First question I had, yeah. That's the first question I had. That's just like a little one paragraph of it real quick. I guess.
Anthony Manzano, in terms of rankings, where do you have Rigo ranked in terms of the best 135 and 140 from 2000 to 2013? Oh, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I'd have to go back and really make a list for that. Oh, man. Because he didn't really fight at his. Oh, man. I know he had to come up to, what was it, 130? Then he had to come up to 130 to fight, 130 or 126 to fight Loma. What was it, 126 or 130?
It was one of them.
I can't remember whether it was
He
126 or 130. But I
he
know
won
Loma
18
made him come up to take the fight.
from 118 to
I think
130.
it was 126.
Yeah,
I want to say it was
130 would be
126. It was
ridiculous
either
because
126 or 130. I can't. It was 130. Thank you. Yeah, it was one. Thank you, Mir. It was 130. Let's see. Yeah, I can't answer that right now. I'd have to sit down and really make a list. I'd have to remember who was all in those divisions at that time.
I brought that up last night when I was talking about Kel going up to Triple G, and I was asking why. You know what I mean?
He
I
was
always,
Triple G was the name back then. He was the guy. He was the guy that HBO created. I'm sticking by that opinion. I still think he was a complete manifestation of HBO.
well,
But
you know, Hearn said it was a favor for him. I mean, I don't know if Hearn said that, but some kind of way I heard that it was a favor for Hearn, and when he did that, I think it gave that made Triple G busy because Triple G should have been fighting somebody like one of the Charlos at that time, and he didn't.
No,
He's
I
a
think they were
scapegoat.
at that time. When did he fight him? What was it? 20? That'd have been 2015, right? 2015, 2016? Because he fought Errol in 2017. So it had to been 2015 or so. So yeah, he was. I think at that time he should have. Who was still in that division then?
Yeah, because he had
Damn
just
man.
lost to. I mean, he. What did he do?
Nah, this is
What did he
before.
do?
This is before he.
This is
This
the
is
first
before
time he
he
got
fought. This
damaged.
is before he fought Cinnamon. This is before he fought Cinnamon. It might have been right
Uh,
before he fought Cinnamon the first time, because I think he fought Cinnamon in 2015. Because right after that fight is when Cinnamon tested positive for clenbuterol.
oh,
I think it was 20. I think it was 2015. So that might have been when he fought Kell Brook.
mm.
My bad, y'all, man. I was reading the article about that Casimero shit right now, man.
Yeah.
Got a little more details on it. I guess she worked somewhere in Cena, wanted a picture. He was like doing road work or whatever, and then he got her like her IG or some social media. They hit each other on social media. They FaceTimed on social media. He invited her over to his room to get this picture that she wanted or whatever, and then she spent the night, and he touched her titty and touched her fucking puss and fucking she and offered to pay her, and then she ended up leaving or some shit. But I guess the controversy behind it right now is that she has like 3 different birth dates on record, and at the time of the incident, she was either 16, 17, or 19.
So basically, she gave him the wrong information.
No, I'm saying like there's actual legal documents that she has different birthdays on. Like she has a birth certificate with one birthday, and then she has some other shit with a different birthday. So
All underage.
well, one's underage, or
2 of them are underage. 2 of them are underage. One is well, what is underage in the Philippines?
Her 18 is underage. But
I mean,
her statement, she said herself out her mouth that she was 17. But there's 2 documents. One says that she was 16, or she would have been 16, 2 weeks shy of her 17th. And then there's another, her birth certificate says that she would be 19 at the time.
Okay, so she been okay. So just by gathering what you saying, she's been lying about her age so long, she don't even remember how old she is.
Yeah, because the age she gave, you know, she's either or, like, but yeah, I mean that's what this article was saying. At least, you know, that's the information they've gotten so far from the case and whatnot.
She's trying to get that dude killed.
Yeah, she says she wants him to go to jail and shit. She made a statement that that's what she wants. She wants him to go to jail. That she didn't say nothing because she couldn't sleep that night because she thought he would do something to her, and she didn't want to say anything because he was famous. And yeah,
she wasn't supposed to go to sleep there in the first place. I ain't blaming her, but
it's like, why are you going to a dude's
I
room?
don't want to victim blame, but you know, it's.
No, I think it's just your responsibility, especially as a young lady. You feel me? Like as a young woman, you don't do reckless shit like that and go meet random people at night in hotel rooms and shit. Like,
and follow sleep.
It is also a responsibility on him as a man. Ain't he married?
Yeah, I don't know anything about him as far as that goes.
Yeah,
he should have never came through that door.
Yeah, no, nothing excuses him, you know, doing anything.
He shouldn't have let her through that door.
Oh, you're right. All that for a picture.
Yeah, for a picture.
You know, if all she wanted was a picture, you could have took that picture while I'm on the road.
And even in the medical
field, she called him while he was doing road work, right?
Yeah.
That picture should have happened then. Ain't no reason for you to come back to my room. He should have, should have known something was fishy then. Like, you either a groupie or an opportunist at that point.
You know what?
Yeah.
somebody could have sent her to his room. You know how they do. They sent
Yeah,
who said
I
that?
ain't gonna. Yeah, I ain't gonna come up with no
See, but
conspiracy.
but she said yeah, but she said they she said like they FaceTimed for a while before she went over there. Like they were video chatting and shit with each other and chopping it up, and then like he was
Oh, so
like
that could be
slide
pulled
through.
up then. They could
Maybe. I
pull all that
mean,
up.
it's probably something if it's on a social media platform. Probably some type of backlog, but
Now I'm talking about the authorities. They can go in
yeah,
there and get all that because they watching us through the cameras.
I don't know. I think situations like that they're touchy. You feel me? Because we're in this new era, but it's just like for me, I got a young daughter, and there's never gonna be an excuse to excuse any man that disrespects, but you also got to be responsible for the positions you put yourself into. If she don't go, that don't happen. Period.
Right.
No chance of it happening. Zero. If you stay in your room for that night, you have absolutely 100% chance that would never happen to you.
I was gonna say
But
earlier in the medical field, I know this for one for sure, is that if a doctor, even with an adult, like a man doctor dealing with a woman, he got to leave the door cracked open, and she get the choice to have a woman present. You see what I'm saying? All of that as adults, but when you got especially as a minor, you got to keep them doors open and all that stuff. You know, so to for somebody, I he, Max and DJ, if you had to um, do, if you had to comb some little girl hair and put it in a and put a bow on it, uh, are you gonna close the door? If y'all in the
what?
room, are you gonna close the door to put the bow on her head? If you had to put it on there, you gonna leave the door open. You're gonna be conscious of this, like right? You see where I'm
Well,
coming
yeah,
from? You're gonna be conscious of, okay, I'm in a room, and if I close the door, it seems like something finna go on, and this is a kid. I just gotta put the bow on. Nah, I'm gonna leave the door wide open. I'm gonna ask somebody to come over here, and then I'm gonna put the bow
yeah.
on and send on our
I
way.
guess the question comes down to did he know her age ahead of time or not? If he didn't, and she looked just like a little something something that wanted to do a little something something, then I mean, 'cause if he
Hmm.
offered to pay her for sex, obviously his
Oh,
intention was to have her come over and fuck.
uh,
So
he busted for that part.
yeah,
That's soliciting, right?
he offered to pay her, and then I guess he had touched her. He touched her first, and then when she was like, "Nah," I guess, and he was like, "I'll pay you," and she ended up just leaving or whatever. But um, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
Look,
we'll see.
I know truck drivers out here. Like I was running with this old guy. We get to the truck stop, and he was like, "Hey man, you want me to hook you up with that girl right there? Da da da. All you gotta do is go over there and hug and da 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 and get close to her and all this." And I'm like, "No, I don't do that." And then he goes over there when we get to the place, and he's over there hugging on the girls, talking to them, trying to whisper in their ear and all of this. And I'm like, "Dude, you taking chances." He didn't care. Old dude. His excuse was being a old perverted, whatever you want to call it.
Was it Santos?
Nah. Uh-oh. uh, yeah,
You
Santos
ain't
just
funny,
had a
man.
situation.
You ain't funny. You ain't funny, man. But yeah,
I got a
man, it's
couple.
just to me that whole situation. If you'd have just been smart and thought about it, oh, you just want a picture? Okay, cool. Let's snap
Yeah,
this picture right here. You ain't got to
yeah.
come
You
to my
knew that
room for that.
wasn't what it was. If they exchanged
Or
social
or
media,
or
talking
or
to,
or if you gonna come to my hotel, I'll meet you down in the lobby because this shit sounds like a setup. Either
yeah,
you're an opportunity, you probably really trying to get at me, or this sound like an opportunity. It sound like you about to try to have me set up to be robbed. So
Hmm. You know what though? He had intentions on doing something with her, and
Oh yeah, he done took on fucking.
if she didn't see that and she stayed, uh, he might have had this. You know how some people can have this attitude like, if you even try to leave out of here, it's gonna be. And so she went to sleep and played like she was asleep, so he wouldn't bother her. And
Nah, he
he,
said she said that it was raining really hard and he said she could stay, so she said it was raining too hard to leave, so she ended up staying. That they're originally sleeping head to foot, and then they ended up kind of sleeping face to face and stuff.
I seen a picture of Filipinos walk. You go on YouTube right now. You can watch a picture of some Filipino girls or women or whatever walking through the streets, rain pouring down rain, and flooded the streets pretty much, and they walking damn near barefooted or with some flip flops or whatever through the streets. You see what I'm saying?
But it wasn't
Mhm.
her. She didn't want to do that.
Because
Fuck
I know
that.
somebody that live in the Philippines. I mean, they don't live in the they Philippine, and um, I know a lot of Filipinos, right? So they real short and all that stuff. So they look like kids anyway. You know what I mean? And the older ones look like adult kids.
Oh, Picasso.
Um, but yeah, man, let me. I was gonna pull it up here. See, it takes longer. Let's
Hey, it's
see.
a dude at my job right now says he in bad shape too, and he said that he goes over there for 3 months straight, and he knocks off 800 Filipinas. So I asked the girl that I know out there, right, and she said that's impossible.
Right.
I don't know, man. What I heard about the Philippines is very possible.
Man.
The dollar go a long way out there, man. That's one of the best countries to take American
Yeah.
money to.
It's
Yeah.
40 to 1.
Nah, he'd have came back itching and scratching. He'd have did all that. Or worse.
It, it's 40 to 1 to the U.S. dollar. Um,
It's what is it?
40 to 1.
40 to 1?
Yeah, like
Damn,
40
yeah.
40 pesos or something like that to one U.S. dollar,
Yeah,
something
you
like
could
that.
ball out there.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, a lot of people from here, firemen and policemen, when they retire and their money ain't, their monthly retirement ain't big enough to, ball off of, or they didn't house ain't paid for or nothing like that. Shoot, they'll take whatever money they got left and go over there and live like they probably got all kind of stuff going on. But you got to look at it like this: when you go over there, they got a whole other set of rules and laws. Uh,
Oh, they don't
they
play with the
they
drugs out there.
right.
That's no weed.
Their
Hector Luis
president.
Garcia, that's his name. I'm
Hector,
sorry, I'm looking at the card right now for
mm,
Colbert and Garcia.
their
Go ahead, my bad. I
president.
didn't mean to interrupt your story.
Their president. He would when people were coming out on the street and they told them to stay in the house or whatever because of the COVID was just starting. People that was coming out on the street, he gave them orders to kill them.
Yeah, you don't play.
Oh, and if they were selling drugs, he also stopped the drug dealing. He said if they get caught selling drugs, he put them in prison. But I mean, no, he was killing them. But
Yep,
but
just
it
kill
was a
them. If
time
they were
where it
doing
was
drugs, he was killing them too.
mhm,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okolie
I don't
fight
just
Sunday. Okay.
who?
Oh,
Okolie fight Sunday. Lawrence Okolie, the cruiserweight champion, he fights Sunday
mm.
in London. Okay. So that'll be early in the day. And then next weekend, Mex is gonna go to that Jose Ramirez and Jose Pedraza fight.
Nah, I ain't going to
Yeah,
yeah.
man. 12 round super lightweight fight. Yeah. Yeah, what's his
No.
name? Richard Torres is on that card. I'm excited now. I look forward to that. Richard Torres Jr. is on that card. Okay, that'll be his
Mhm.
first pro fight.
Tank knocked out the Pedraza guy, right?
Yeah, he
Yep.
knocked him out at 130, took his IBF belt. See, a lot of people don't remember Tank is a two-time champion at 130.
Mm.
He lost it. He lost that IBF belt that Tevin Farmer ended up picking up uh not long after that. He
WBA.
lost that. Huh?
So that WBA
No, it was for
one
the
Tevin
IBF.
Farmer. Oh, okay.
Nah, Tevin Farmer ended up picking up the IBF belt after Tank lost it on the scale. He came in heavy. Tank came in at like, what was it, 132, 133, something like that.
Hmm.
And he
I re-
apologized. He was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. This is like, I had a bad cut. I think he tried to cut too much weight too fast. I think he tried to stay around 140 and then try to cut down that last 10 pounds the week of the fight, and it didn't come off.
hmm
Well, yeah, he missed weight. And that's after he beat Pedraza. He beat Pedraza to win the IBF super featherweight title. And then he lost that belt on the scale. His next, he ended up beating the dude, but he lost his, he couldn't win his belt back because he missed weight.
That's fine. You know what? It was a sacrifice, and that was a good decision because you got the win. I mean, you don't want to go into a fight tired uh, from losing weight, so you might as well keep the weight and 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 give up the belt. You'll get it back, basically.
I mean, you do that, you take that chance, which Israel Adesanya and some more fighters have been kind of campaigning towards not only the promotional company, which is the UFC, or the athletic commissions, start taking more of these guys' money, or more of these guys and girls' money, because it doesn't matter if it's not a title fight. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter if you take they're willing to give up 30% of their purse to get that win. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because nobody's gonna look twice at that win if you win. It's like, oh, he missed weight by 2-3 pounds, or he or she missed weight by 2 or 3 pounds. No big deal. It wasn't a title fight. They just got to give up some money. Well,
Right.
they're Adesanya's campaigning. Hey, start taking 60 or 70% of these guys' money. You know what I mean? And then
Hmm.
then maybe you'll get somebody's attention. You start making these guys and girls fight for damn near free. They'll stop after they done had to pay thousands of dollars for a training camp. They'll think twice about that.
Hmm.
Start making the punishments more severe. But on the flip side, what you're saying is the same thing Gary Russell said. Hindsight going into that Lomachenko fight, where Lomachenko made him come down to 120. He was like, "Man, listen, I should have just kept the weight on and tried not to lose the weight so I could be, a couple pounds heavier, so I could be a little healthier, because that win would have been big for my career. I would have been he would have still been undefeated at that point, even though he would have gave up, you know, some
Right.
money and possibly a chance at a belt. But that win against Lomachenko would have been better." He was like, "Man, I wish I'd have just kept the weight on and tried not to lose the weight. You know what I mean, just to get that win." But that's a dilemma now, and people are trying to, like I said, different fighters have been on Izzy's side, and obviously there's been more than a few guys on Gary Russell's side. Look, if it's not for a title, I'm not gonna make the extra effort to make weight. I'll take the 30% loss in my purse to get this win, because that's gonna put me just a step closer to the title anyway. So
Hmm.
yeah, man.
You know, if you switch Lomo around with Gary in that fight, they would have gave Lomo that if Gary would have fell down from a punch, it looked like a trip or whatever.
Yeah.
They would have gave that to Lomo as a
Of course
knockdown.
they would have. Of course they would have.
That was a knockdown, man. We just watched that fucking fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a knockdown. That was a clean knockdown, in my opinion. Oh, the 19th. That man, when is somebody's got to tell me, somebody in here from New York, or from that heritage. When is the Puerto Rican Day Parade?
Hey, where's Pugilist at, man?
Yeah, Pugilist must be working. He must be working, but I'm pretty sure he's listening. Or he probably got some things going on. So, but yeah, I got it. When is the Puerto Rican Day Parade? Because I'm thinking it's around March 19th. Because I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this card that happened. It's happening in New York, and I looked up the venue earlier. It's man, that venue so small. That Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. It's
Yeah.
a tiny venue, man. It only capacity is only like 5,000. But you got Berlanga, Xander Zayas, Keyshawn Davis. Well, you got the Davis brothers. You got Kelvin and Keyshawn Davis.
It says the parade is always on the second Sunday in
That
June.
should be a good one.
It's the second
Second
Sunday
Sunday
in
of
June.
June.
Yep.
Okay. Well, this ain't even close because this is happening in March.
Both Keyshawn
So
Davis and the brother.
Keyshawn Davis. Oh man, that's a good little card though. I'll
For
be
real
watching
though.
that card. March 19th. I gotta make sure I put that in my calendar. Berlanga, Xander Zayas, Keyshawn Davis, John Bowser, Pablo Valdez, Henry LeBron. I think I've seen him fight before. And Kelvin Davis. That's all on that card. So, and then on the same day, you gonna have Virgil fighting McKinson. I think they fighting here, if I'm not mistaken. I think they fighting in LA. Are they fighting in LA? I think they
Mm-hmm.
fighting in LA. But they fighting on that same day. And then you got a fight in Japan that day. The junior flyweight. Yeah, I don't watch nothing below 118. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry. I don't watch nothing below
Right.
118. Shocky Foster is fighting on the 19th as well in Dubai.
Oh,
And so is Regis Prograis. Prograis got a fight on the night. He fighting on that same card as Shocky Foster.
Regis
Yeah.
Prograis.
March
Louisiana
26th.
in the house.
Yeah. Rigaroo, Werewolf. That's his
What
name.
they call it?
Rigaroo.
Oh, that's what that is in French or something.
Yeah, that means werewolf.
Oh, okay. You know what the Native Americans call it when they wear that wolf head on their head, on top of their head and all that.
Dog,
The
dog soldiers, right?
skin walkers.
Skinwalker, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them call them dog soldiers. But yeah, I'm actually reading a book now called Black Indians, man. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, I got
I
that
mean,
book.
you got that book? Yeah, man. It's
Yeah,
actually pretty damn good, man. I'm about halfway through it.
I ain't even ready yet. I just got
Man,
it.
it's really good. It is really, really good. Um, it is really good. It is super good. You hear about how they, especially going down off in Florida and trying to fight them Seminoles down there, man.
hmm
I don't want to.
The
I don't want to
word
give it away.
Seminole
I
is
don't. I don't want to
snake.
give it away. That was
Yeah.
they were mostly Florida, and pretty
Uh
much
huh.
the reason why they even started going after the Seminoles in Florida, because a lot of slaves from Alabama and Georgia were escaping, and they were going down there to Florida, and they started getting these tribes with the Seminoles and other tribes down there, and
hmm
the Seminoles were protecting them. And at that time, they were 50,000 strong.
They
So
started out up north, right?
no,
Somewhere up
it was
north.
it was different tribes up north. You
Okay.
had the Iroquois and all that. Man, I don't want to give away the book. I don't want to give the
Okay,
book
I
away.
got you. I got you. I
But
got you.
yeah, it
I'm
was
gonna
when
read
you
that
went
book.
down there.
Yeah.
You hear about Chief Osceola coming to a peace treaty meeting with 55 personal guard, right?
Okay.
52 of them were black. So you looking around and you got these dark skinned Indians, and then you see, you know, Chief Osceola with him, was like, that was a show of strength. And at that time, Seminole Nation at that time was 50,000 strong by their count, by the United States military count. So then you match that with you got to go down in them fucking swamps and shit and fighting them. They didn't want no part of that. So they started. I'm giving away the book. Goddamn, I'm gonna stop
Too
talking
many
now.
trees. The trees were stopping bullets and pellets or whatever they were shooting.
Not only that, but it's certain passes that they had to go through where they could only walk 2 men abreast. They had to walk 2 by 2, and it was perfect for what the Seminole Indians were doing. The Seminoles, Apache, Comanches, Cheyenne, Sioux, they were masters at guerrilla warfare.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the United States learning from. But that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I'm giving away the book. But yeah, they talk about not only American Indians, but South America and down in what's now Suriname and Venezuela and Ecuador and they talk about Honduras and Venezuela, how they had their own shipping system, but the Spanish wanted that shipping system because the Indians wouldn't teach it to them. The natives down there wouldn't teach it to them, so they decided they were going to eradicate them. You know what I mean? To take over their shipping export. Man, it's a deep book. Y'all got to check it out.
But they needed them for to have babies.
See, they didn't want them. They didn't want them mixing with the slaves because they figured the slaves would revolt. But
Yeah, by that time it was some leader named Pancho or something, I guess.
I'm about to
He was
say
saying,
probably, but I hadn't gotten that far yet. So
"Oh no, I haven't read it yet. This is something I already studied from a different direction, and plus
yeah.
I was talking to people that actually live down there. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I actually I probably told you on the boxing section before that I was in Portugal in Lisbon. I was at a little birthday party with some Philippines people, right? Uh, and this guy, he was Portuguese, and he was in
Portuguese.
communication. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
Portuguese. That sounds more like Brazilian though. But in Portugal it sounds more Russian. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like Vascael,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna fall right there. I got that shit in the back of my head. I can speak both the Portuguese, both Brazilian or what you call it. I just don't do it fluent. I mean, like I don't talk to nobody every day. You see what I'm saying? Same
Yeah.
thing with Spanish. I can speak Spanish, but
Shit,
um,
I can. I
yeah,
understand it. I understand it fairly well. I
yeah.
understand it fairly well, but not enough to hold a conversation. I definitely couldn't hold a conversation.
Mm. When I
So
order my food, I go to this little place where you stand outside and you order food at the window. Um, and when I order my food, the lady in there, they be so surprised and stuff. And the people behind me standing in line, they be like, where did you learn that from? I was like, I just taught myself. Uh, but yeah, you know, like some people were telling me, I asked somebody, I said, how should I order my food and all that? And like, oh, you're ordering it, uh, by phone, por telefono, or
mhm.
whatever. And I learned this right here, phrase right here. I probably said it right here before. ¿Entiende usted las palabras que salen de mi boca? It just, I remember, I got that phrase from Rush Hour when Jackie Chan was saying, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?"
What happened to Mex?
So
Mex fall asleep on us? Mex, you go to sleep on us?
No, I'm still out here. I'm still here.
get in there.
Mex over there doing them bone rips. That's all that is.
Nah, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What you say,
Yeah, I'm
bone
over
grip?
here.
Yeah, doing them he over there doing them bone rips, man. You hear that some bit bubbling here. Yeah, I forgot what day that was. He forgot to mute his mic. And we heard him
Oh,
over there doing bone rips. I was like, oh.
yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That remind me of this old. He ain't old. He 10 years older than me though. But he's like this dude always talking about he hand raised, corn fed and hand raised.
Man.
Hey, these dudes over here is stupid. You know what I'm saying? They act like females. At this job, they act just like females. They always want to know where who this person at and all that. I'm like, what you want to know where I'm going? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where I'm going. This paycheck I'm building up over here ain't going in your pocket. They act for some reason. Their wives have them in check at home, and then they come to
Hmm.
work want to put all that on everybody else. You know, they want to bestow all that onto us, the ones that's single at work trying to survive the right way. I ain't you know why I say the right way? Because I'm not trying to get in a relationship that I know I'm already finna walk back out of. You see what I'm saying? It's some certain things that I'm looking for out of a woman that like everything can be going good, and next thing you know she'll say one little thing that I'll be like, mm-mm. I give her one more chance. Then that same thing come up, like oh boy, the joke. Remember, y'all know the joke when the guy was walking with his wife and she was just da 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 da, and then he go, okay, that's one, right?
Nope, nope. I don't remember that one, but all
uh,
right.
I think
Yeah,
originally
I
that
don't
was
know
the
who.
horse. It was a horse right there originally. He when he was walking with his horse, and then the horse had probably tripped or something and hurt himself, and he said, "Okay, that's one." And then the horse did something else, that's two, and he did something else and shot the horse, and the woman was like, "Oh, oh no no no!" Now the horse did something, and then the man shot the horse, and then the woman said, "What the fuck is your problem?" Da, da. Oh, excuse my friend. Da, da, da. Why you do this? Why you do that? And then he said, "Okay, that's one. I mean, that's two. That's two." And then the horse ticked him off. He shot the horse, and then the woman started ticking him off, and then he was counting down. You know, I don't know that joke that good. I
Hey,
just messed it up.
hey, Picasso, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
I
And
hear
on
you.
that note, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down, y'all.
That sounds like a good idea. Look at what time it is.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. I appreciate everybody coming through in the chat as always. Appreciate the super chats tonight, man. On behalf of Kyle, I appreciate the super chats from y'all, man. Look, the show's growing, and it's all because of y'all, man. Y'all coming through here. Shout out to and the words of my guy Brandon Washington. Shout out to the third. It's for all the truck drivers out there, all the third shift people who need a late night show to listen to, man. Appreciate y'all coming through and supporting the show as always. But we're gonna go ahead and shut it down for the night. We'll be back tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel. And yeah, as always, man, appreciate y'all for coming through. Mex, Picasso, 817, brother Carlton Muhammad. Of course, the host Kyle. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man.
And the homie
And
Brent Jones always keeping the chat live, you feel
see,
me?
there you go. There you go. Appreciate you, Brent Jones. There you go.
It, it's
Who else? God Body News, Big O 581. Who else was in the chat? Anthony Manzano. Appreciate
Mir,
y'all, man.
Mir out
D
there.
Dreamer. We see Mir, Taylor Bell. Y'all know who y'all are, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through so much.
Got body
Keep it,
news.
yeah, man. Y'all keep this show going. Keep the chat live while we keep these discussions. Try to keep these discussions moving. And wrenches, if y'all see that VUM
Oh,
today or
look at
whatever it
Santos.
is,
Look at Santos.
look at Sento. Sento's in here. Sento's like, no, don't shut it down.
Said, man, y'all some early
Y'all some early
birds.
bird, man.
Hmm.
Sento, we've been on 3 hours, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you having headset issues, man. I really am. We miss you being on the show all night. But
Yeah, we're gonna go shut it down tonight, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through.
All
All
right,
right,
I
man. I'll have
appreciate
to
it.
tomorrow, man.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
All right. And with that,
At the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. While I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.